walking home, I've seen so many people go. Learn to make it on my own. It's easier for me to be alone. So how are you? Keep cutting through, claiming you're not like the other guys. And only if I could give you a chance, show me that you mean it, we'll feel some type of way. Chasing
welcome into this week's broadcast of the Esports Tower Rumble in Valorant, broadcasting it live from the Boise State Game Pants Esports Arena. The 5th week of competition in our Fall Valorant Rumble series kicks off tonight, and we are looking forward to some exciting gameplay. On the show tonight, we'll be bringing you 2 games from our round 1 of the bracket stage alongside one of our semifinal matchups, and then next week we'll have our other semifinals matchup and the conclusion of our event with our grand finals. I'm your host, Michael Fisher. Joining me to call all the action is Brandon Red Hots Koziancic. And Red Hots, we start a new week. It's week 5 here. What do you want to see from these teams on our bracket stage in week 5?
I just want to see like some improved, I guess, teamwork, right? Kind of something that shows that like, oh, hey, we've been practicing like a certain thing, even if it's just like a 1-round thing of like a B push on like Icebox or something specific like that. I just kind of want to see like a practice, like I guess, full on. Play, I guess, more so, like, you know, of how they're actually practicing in the in and outs of it, of how they execute it, or how they want to do it. Just like something along the lines of like, hey, we're practicing as a team and getting better. I love seeing stuff like that each week. So,
you know, I think the one thing I also want to see is I really hope we get to see more Fracture. Yeah. I mean, we had a huge debut for Fracture. It was a ton of fun last week. If you missed it, oh my goodness, it was a double overtime. It was absolutely wild. I hope we get more Fracture. I hope the players want to bring it out more. As we take a look at the bracket, see where everything lines up. We do have some storylines that are quite interesting. Of course, the landslides are one that we have been talking about. They have now made 3 straight grand finals, but have never been able to close it out. They'll be taking on the Ghosts, which are a free agent team, to maybe try and make it back there. We do not actually have any of our previous fall champion teams playing this week, so we will have a new winner once again, Red Hots. You look at this team list here. I'm going to put you on the spot. Early predictions. Do you have a team that you really like to maybe win this week 5 when it's all said and done?
I want to see landslides win. It's just like, you know, each week it just like sucks because it's like, it's not like they're getting worse or anything like that. It's just more so like each week they just barely fall short. And like, you know, it'd be nice to see that, like, you know, they've had 3 grand finals in a row now, and you know, it'd be cool to see them get that last, you know, finally get that one. I think Prestige is back this week, so it'd be cool to see like, hey, Prestige is back. All right, guys, let's start running it again. Granted, they've been great games and all, but yeah, I would say that'd be cool to see them win.
It is hilarious to me as someone, because I mean, you weren't part of our summer series. If you had said this in the summer, people would have just glared at you because the landslides won 6 straight in the summer. Yeah. It was, can anyone but the landslides win? So I do think it's kind of hilarious that we're saying, now we really want to see the landslides win. But I'm right there with you. They've been so close. They've had great series against teams. They had that insane Fracture game that we were talking about. I would love to see the landslides win. I think you're right. You know, I've been talking a lot off the stream. When Prestige is going to come back, this is a better team. Prestige is kind of runs that team with the sky play. We'll see them first. We'll see what they do. Before we hop into our first match, though, let's throw it over to Doc's keys to the game so that anybody can have a chance and have a blueprint on how to come away in the Week 5 championship next week. And those are focus, angles, and flank, know your win condition, count cards, call abilities, and of course, click heads. It's all presented by Esports Tower. Score pro advice at esportstower.com. Improve your game sense, improve your team play, improve your performance under pressure. You can match with great players and professional coaches to help you rank up. Well, we talked a lot about the landslides. Let's check them out in our first game of the night. We're going to kick it off on Icebox between the landslides and the Ghosts, who are a roster made up of free agents. We've seen a ton of very talented free agents. Orthodox and Deadshot, I would expect to maybe see on this roster. They haven't had a lot of practice together, but they can definitely perform. We'll see who claims our spot in the semifinal between the landslides and Ghosts as we head down to Icebox, which has become a favorite for a lot of our Esports Tower Clubs teams, and they've been practicing quite a bit, as we see here. There it is. Prestige is back, though, for the moment, not on that sky. I'd be very curious if they end up locking in that Reyna, as they're the last person on the landslides on the left there that has not locked in.
I honestly, though, it would kind of round out their comp. I think Icebox is a pretty popular map where people run 2 duelists on, and so I could definitely see like the Reyna and stuff like that to kind of complement the Jet. And maybe they kind of thought, you know, with everything kind of bouncing around and stuff, of like, hey, we actually kind of need more of a like an entryer, like, you know, a good duelist to get in there and, you know, open things up, right? Because I think a lot of things is sometimes people really don't understand like what the actual role of duelist is. People are just like, well, duelists frag out, like it's really cool, but like that's cool, but the biggest thing for the duelist to do is to create space. Like the whole point of a duelist is to create space more than anything else. And like sometimes you actually have to create space in order to trade, and sometimes you take the loss. But the biggest reason why duelists a lot of times pop off is because sometimes some of the best players are playing them because they rely heavily on aim. So yeah.
And yeah, I will say, I didn't zone out during your thing, but my favorite part of the free agents roster is that Zed Evans is there, which means Odin gameplay on full alert. Playing the Soba this week for the Ghosts, not playing the Cypher that we've seen him play in the past. But that is the free agent I'm looking forward the most. I mean, V-Spicy and Vipers we've also seen quite a bit of. But I want to see Zed Evan absolutely pop off with some Odin gameplay because he has had some fantastic moments.
Yeah, but it's not bind, so you can't call it. Instead of U-Haul, it's called Zed Evans Hall.
Exactly.
He just shoots through it at all times. He constructed that place.
Yeah, this is probably why they picked Icebox and not Bind, by the way. Like, I don't want to play that.
Ghosts are kind of open up with a pretty standard Icebox. His first round is kind of always going for that 5A rush. It's kind of more teams more than not just kind of usually commit all 5 to the site because default with pistols is kind of hard in this map. So I guess we'll just kind of see the gunplay coming out here.
Seeing a little bit of damage. Oh, a couple of great shots.
Yeah. Classic's such an awful and great gun at the same time.
Zed Evans takes a ton. Froyo gets the first pick. They do get the plant down behind that Sage wall at least. Oh.
Prestige. CC, okay. Well, just like that. They got plant off, which is good.
Yeah. That was wild to me because we saw it there. One of the Ghost players got shot and turned around because they legit had no idea where Prestige was shooting them from.
Yeah, I mean, sometimes that happens in Icebox where you're getting shot from like 3 different directions on different like levels of altitude. So it's like, where? And, you know, sometimes you just got to find it. I guess we'll kind of see here what the Ghosts end up doing for the second round. Probably going to play standard. It looks like Zed Evans, they're going to force. Okay, they've kind of elected that, hey, they got enough money from the plant. Let's spice it up and let's go with the light armor buy with Spectres rather than the full armor buy. So that could be pretty interesting. I think they're just going to run it back again with A, with guns this time. They do have the advantage with 3, like basically 5 versus 2 here. So this could be pretty interesting if they get anything going here.
Yeah, I'm curious if the Landsligers are going to predict that buy. Memphis gets the first kill, though, so that already sets them back quite a bit.
Oh, nice shot there. So he must have gotten armor. Like the trade he had must have got rid of his armor.
Right here.
Bofi's in a great spot.
But he has no utility this round, though, so interesting.
Oh,
bounce this time? Oh, there we go. Oh, wow. Okay, that was a big hit.
They do have Prestige. There's Solix, though, on the back line with a huge flank. Gets one onto Moji.
It's always big getting that one flank and leaving because like, you're basically keeping them on high alert to turn around at all times because you know that they're on the flank. And he just leaves. I do like that. Oh, I think Zevin might have been caught looking somewhere else, something like that. Okay.
Oh, nice.
Little side peek action. A lineup for him. Oh, wow.
Yeah, don't feed Bofi the free kill, please. Oh,
yeah,
here comes Solix back, by the way, for that huge flank.
Say, Bofi had some great shots there. I think he got a couple headshots on there for Froyo.
Oh, this is such a hard spot for the Ghost because you can see Solix is just waiting. He's going to push in as soon as his team gives him a push. Nice headshot by Froyo.
Wow.
All right.
Back. Okay. It was looking pretty rough for that corner when they kept peeking because they kept getting headshotted, but oh my gosh. Prestige has the pistol and the Marshall, but it says I need the pistol.
Here comes Solix. Should get it. Yep, gets the kill onto V-Spicy.
See, my headcanon, his Prestige was like taking time off for his like, you know, ultimate like time skip of like playing Duelists now. And he came back and he's just like ready to just go crazy.
You just look him up. His solo queue's been nothing but Duelist. Just abs like 30 kills every game, and you're like, all right.
It's the training time skip that everything has, you know.
The hero arc that the landslides needed.
Exactly. They're like, man, we just can't do it. And then Prestige comes back like ripped. He's just like, I'm back. Like ready to go.
Through the door.
Yeah,
like,
yeah,
all right,
exactly.
we're winning this week. That would be great.
Lock me, Reyna, and everyone's like, oh, okay.
Like, oh, you're gonna play Sky, right? No, Reyna only.
Yeah, exactly. So that's what I'm thinking. Okay, interesting buy here from the Ghosts. They're just forcing every round here, even though they're down 2-0 here.
Ooh, that's a great throw.
Okay.
All right, yeah, he's absolutely jacked. He's just busted through the door.
That's what I'm saying.
Double headshot there for Prestige. He could actually get the ace because no one else on his team is really close. They're now finally rotating over, and he's like, all right, I guess I'll share the kills with you.
The one thing that's kind of weird here is, like, Ghosts are forcing a lot, but they're playing pretty slow. Like, they're using, like, Spectres and stuff like that, but they're playing slow, which is pretty interesting to me. Granted, like, you kind of need to create space or get close to you if you want to actually kind of utilize that. Granted, they do know that landslides are kind of, they should be on a bonus as well, so just only Sheriffs and Spectres, but it seems like they're kind of cornering themselves by just kind of staying stagnant and stuff in terms of utility-wise.
At least the one jet behind the box. Ooh. Prestige is Does get seen there, but is able to hide before taking any damage.
Prestige gets another. Gets one more.
Give it to him. Give him the ace.
The 5th one, perhaps?
Oh, Froyo with at least a dud.
So, I'm going to be honest, I'm pretty sure Ghost's eco is pretty bad here unless they bought, like, light armor areas because they've had, like, they've lost so many rounds, so they have the money. But if they can't full buy here, that round is actually quite
I don't think
bad.
they can. Yeah, they're... I get being aggressive and trying to steal a round against the landslides, but as you said, if all 2 of those rounds where you bought when you usually should have been saving go poorly, you find yourself in a situation like this.
I don't know if they're like, okay, well, we know that they're bonusing, so I guess we're going to try to win that one. But, I mean, the problem is even if you win the bonus round, you're still, like, down to the next round because this is going to happen regardless of the win or loss for the landslides round.
This time, the Ghost is trying a new strategy, which is hanging out mid. Froyo
Does get dinked.
Yeah, I traded a little bit onto Bofi, though.
Oh.
Another great pick.
Wow, great shot. Great sheriff.
Question is, where is Prestige? Hanging out on B on that Reyna. Gets one already.
Pops the Empress, ready to go. Okay.
Gonna retreat. Seth Evans is in tube, so of course Prestige can't see him. They're just... I mean, you said the Ghost is playing so slow. They haven't committed to a site. They're just hanging out on mid, maybe hoping for another pick.
And, like, I guess I would understand if they're waiting for utility and stuff, but I see, like, whenever they're pushing sites and stuff, it doesn't seem like they're using too much utility together. I think Zedevan just sees, or sorry, our Prestige.
Mephi got another one. It is a 3-on-2. The Empress is...
Does get refreshed.
Yeah, just get refreshed. It's about halfway gone. They are over on B. Unfortunately, that is Prestige's land now.
Yeah, I think the Prestige of the Empress here should be able to kind of pop off here. Yeah.
Sees one.
And that one. Nice. That was really good.
Knows
honestly, you could tell that he's actually been practicing Reyna. Like, a lot of Reynas don't do that, where, like, he knows his orb is there, and so he, like, basically will peek it no matter what, knowing that he can pop that any time and basically, like, get away or, like, get the information he needs to be able to slide back and like, basically reposition.
Yeah, as you mentioned, this is great. Knows he can just use the orb.
Yep.
And then there's nothing V-Spicy could do here.
Oh, yeah.
Nothing.
I mean, Prestige's like aim and everything is just very on point right now.
This team, the Landslides, made 2 straight grand finals without Prestige.
Yeah.
Like, with Prestige, again, it's early. The Ghosts have plenty to come back. Their eco's just kind of been all sorts of screwy. This has been a really fantastic start if you're a Landslide
So this should be a full buy round from Ghosts, and if it's not, I'm going to be very confused on like what's actually going on in terms of like comms and stuff like that. Yeah, Vipers doesn't have a buy, which is interesting. I don't know what's going on there, but
though, I think.
Yeah, they have at least like those 4. But now they're kind of Bofi has an op on the Sova. Interesting.
Ooh, taking a ton.
Oh, nice shot.
All right, well, I thought he was in danger.
Not the worst trade for the op, like in terms of like getting them pretty low.
Oh no, don't peek it.
Oh, Bofi did see at least one.
He's gonna see. He sees another one. He knows that at least a couple of them are there.
Oh, they shot, I think. Oh, nice.
That was a great job there, kind of pushing them together. Here comes the monster, though.
Oh, there we go. Froyo on a really weird
mid.
flank that's like really hard to kind of defend against.
Solix has been first blooded a lot. Haven't seen too much from them.
He does have Spike, though, so he kind of just has to hold this. Surprised Viper Spit maybe wasn't used there, but I guess they're kind of saving it for something else, possibly.
They are going to lose Spike because they are worried about someone coming from Tube. Jet's going to pick it up.
I do hear them now.
Yeah, they should have just heard that air dash from the Jet.
Yeah, that's why I think he looked above Tube, just because that's pretty common.
They have...
Ooh, this would be pretty interesting to see if him and Zed Evan kind of maybe meet here or get flanked.
Yeah, they're going to chat. They're going to... Oh, I don't know if... Zed Evan gave it away. Would have had an insane flank here. Solix knows that.
Oh, that is
one.
Tragic. Okay.
Don't know if Froyo... He does have the operator. Okay. I was saying, I don't know if he actually picked up the op.
I don't know if he planted for... Oh, he did plant. Oh, that's cool.
Oh, I like the Viper all here.
I also like the plant.
Oh, that is a good plant.
I didn't know you could plant up there, I'm going to be honest.
That is a 5-head plant right there. Just saying, okay, well, I'll just plant where the Viper ult can't isn't going to be used 99% of the time.
Yeah, or if they go up there to use it, you're most likely not going to have enough time to actually activate that.
Yeah, this is a fantastic plant from Froyo.
Yeah, I actually didn't know you could plant up there. But that's really cool. I like that a lot.
Because even gets the Viper ult basically wasted.
Oh, yeah, exactly.
That is a great play from the Ghost. I'm curious on the operator choice, giving it to Bofi. I mean, he did perform decent on it, but I mean, as you talked about, the lack of mobility for anyone not named Jet can make using the op kind of hard, because we saw he just got caught out and couldn't dash away.
I think it's fine, I guess, when you're. I think the whole point of that was kind of holding an angle, like holding mid, and it's pretty far down there. But yeah, I guess after that it's pretty hard. I think Bofi having it now, or I think it's
Froyo.
Froyo, sorry, Froyo has it now. Ooh,
they're gonna get a good flank
good
here, by the way.
I think barely just missing the head here.
Oh
my gosh. Oh, they're flanked.
Yeah, Prestige.
Prestige is literally in their spawn already.
Uh-oh.
Two of them are okay.
Never mind.
Oh, nice shot there from Froyo.
So 2-on-2. Zed Evans does have quite a bit of damage, or 2-on-3, I should say.
I'm pretty sure we've seen Froyo on this op before do pretty well in the past.
Yeah, I think you're right. Yeah, Froyo is one of those players who, before Memphis pop-off last week, was probably one of the best oppers we'd seen all fall.
Yeah, consistent-wise for sure. We've definitely had some oppers, have some good rounds, for sure. But I think the biggest thing is basically just, having that consistent op with the Jet players especially, because, I will say that's the thing teams do struggle with sometimes is kind of figuring out who wants to use that op or something like that. And
yeah.
Usually, obviously, it does kind of fall the best on Jet just because she's kind of made for that with her, knives and then also her dash and stuff like that, so.
I think there's another one from Froyo. The consistency thing is something you touched on that I think is huge, by the way. We've seen great op rounds. Yeah, it's Froyo's 2 kills a round with the op. That's, I think, the difference. Ooh, CC could get a couple here. If they could take out Froyo, I think that's huge for their team.
Yeah, I mean, I also think it's really important to have an operate, a person on your team be able to offensively op, just because it actually kind of makes it so it has some way on the defense there. If a defense ops and then they lose the op, they actually have to be this is actually a threat, right? Oh, Froyo's just going to lose it because he was by himself there.
Yeah, Froyo got way too greedy post-playing.
Yeah.
Yeah, they just threw the... Froyo has more than enough, I think, to buy another one. But yeah, they just kind of threw the op there for no reason. You talked about it in this open. You want to see consistency. Yep. That's, one of those where it's just end the round. You don't gain anything from killing CC.
Yep. And honestly, CC living is actually fine because you actually lose so much eco. It's nice to go find him, but I think losing 2 and your op is really not worth it. Especially since Froyo seemed to be doing so well in the op that I think you don't want to stop that kind of momentum. Hunter's Fury coming out here. Oh, hits him in the feet.
Ooh, nice dodge on the third shot there. They are going to go mainly for at least. Ooh. I think they might bait this because Moji on that Omen is rotating towards B. I wonder if they're going to bait the Killjoy ult, or they were just scared of a flank that the Landsides have pulled off a couple times.
Okay, Bofi gets that Evan down. They are going to have the Killjoy attack. Interesting how they kind of miscommunication there because they obviously kind of went a little too early before the Killjoy ult.
They get the knives from Froyo.
Memphi's going to be disarmed.
Oh. But I don't know if they're going to know where Memphis is.
Okay, yeah.
Oh! He tried.
Yeah.
Tried to reason.
Even hit him with the no, side to side. Ooh. There we go. Oh, Froyo does have an op. Okay.
I think did he just right-click the knives? Because I heard him pop it and they're already gone. I wonder if he just right-clicked and tried to get a kill, didn't get it. Froyo almost single-handedly has brought the Ghost from 4-0 to 4-3.
It's definitely been a very good help with this operator, kind of entrying perks, having some really good picks. And also, I do think the Ghosts were playing a little, they are playing slow, but the thing is I almost think Landsides are getting impatient. In terms of they're not willing to just kind of hold and just let them come to them, because it seems like the first couple rounds they were patient, but I think these previous rounds are kind of showing that Landsides are pushing at mid a lot and doing stuff like that, where Ghost is just kind of taking advantage of that.
Yeah, the Landsides have tried to set up this flank. You could see Solix and Prestige are running it again, trying to look for a pick, but you can see Moji is already looking that direction, expecting the flank. Here's Froyo, not able to find anything.
Memphis has the knives open here.
Yeah, I wonder if Memphi can be just staring down this hallway.
Yep. Interesting spot too, kind of on the upper up. Ooh, that would have been sick.
That would have been a huge get too. Takes the recon bolt.
Yeah, I will say when you only have knives, it's definitely pretty you got a lot of pressure because it's like, you know, I got to reset these or I'm pretty useless.
You will not kill my ally.
Okay, what do you see?
5. Yep. I do like that from the ghosts. Definitely gonna go airborne above that wall.
Oh wow, the classic.
I think this is a save round, by the way, for the landslides, and they're gonna be able to pick up a couple guns and make this a 2-on-2.
Yeah, at the very least, it's a buy down, so definitely an econ round.
Is he gonna come from behind with the? Oh, is he gonna stick the defuse? At least gets half.
Oh, okay. Oh, I think he actually could have stuck it.
It would have been
really close. I don't know. People don't respect it enough, I think, in terms of like, oh, they're going to let go, you know?
Yeah, I think Prestige needed to push together because Prestige was on the opposite corner, and I think if Prestige had pushed, especially if he had gotten kill on a Sage, but if Prestige had pushed as Memphi started defusing, that maybe could have created some more confusion at least.
Yeah. I mean, yeah, I know Prestige didn't have a, they only had a Sheriff, and like I know they got a kill with it, but I don't think they actually could get the actual weapon just because it was too far for like them to get it and be safe from the spike.
They do have another Empress up.
Okay, we have 2 ops out here. I think whatchamacallit has it.
Does Memphi have it?
Memphi has one. Yeah, I think Memphi has it.
This will be a fun little showdown at mid if Memphi wants to peek.
Like Ghosts are just waiting, and it's like you would think landslides are on the attack.
Ooh. That would have been a huge hit for Froyo there.
Oh, that was a really good blind.
Couldn't find it. One more.
Nice shot from Froyo. Actually read Memphi there. Landslides are, I mean, granted, it's 4v3 right now, but landslides are losing a lot, like I said, just to over-aggression. Like, it's just like they're kind of just pushing out, and yeah, Ghosts are playing pretty slow, but...
Oh, that's a nice flank from Bofi. Oh, Solix gets 1, probably going to get 2.
That was a really good shot, the second one.
That was a great job by Solix. And another great flank by Bofi. Snuck up on Froyo. And I think Froyo had to buy the op that round. I don't think they're going to have enough for another op.
Yeah, I think you're right. I think they actually didn't get it back, so I think should be pretty low eco for the Froyo for this round in terms of, like, gun-wise.
It's a great little rally by the landslides after the Ghosts had come storming back. I'm curious how the Ghosts will perform if Froyo can't get an op, right? We haven't seen them do well when Froyo's not opping and taking out the landslides early, punishing their aggression. Does have just a Vandal this time. So, yeah, I'm curious how they can play without that.
Wow.
Ooh, Solix almost got a cheesy little pick there.
Ooh, does get him pretty lit there for Solix. Oh, here comes the Viper's Pit.
I like that. They're going to force him back to A almost immediately, I would assume.
Ghosts do have Killjoy ult here. Yep, I think they're just going to kind of force the Killjoy ult. One thing I really want to see is waiting for the Killjoy ult to go through before they kind of push through, but it's okay.
Fury does come out from the Ghosts. Didn't find it look like anything.
So they basically get, if anything, they lose bodies for that.
And now they're going to be surrounded here. Bofi's going to come from behind.
Oh, there we go.
Solix gets another one. 4-on-2. They have the Sage ult if they want to get the res out onto Memphi. I don't think they have any guns worth resing, though.
One enemy
there we go. Prestige is a good flank, and I think they're just going to kind of wipe him up here.
Yep. Bofi comes from behind.
See that the B for Ghost is not working too well. I don't know. I'm pretty sure Ghost is a free agent team, if I remember correctly.
They are.
And so they probably don't have too much practice together. I think that's definitely showing right now in terms of kind of how they're attacking. It seems like they're pretty unsure in terms of what they want to do sometimes. Especially not only that, but like utility-wise, I think they just kind of like are saying like, oh, let's go A, but there's not really communication of like, okay, I'm smoking here, or I'm blinding here, or like, you know, go off this. And so it kind of seems like it's a little chaotic, I guess, right? Where it's more so like, that's why I think we see them playing slow sometimes. Okay, it does see them. I think it only saw Froyo, though.
They do get the recon bolt out as well. The coaches did tell us that, as you kind of called there, Red Hot, communication around positioning and team plays have been the priority for the Ghosts when they've been able to practice as the free agents. I mean, I don't know how you practice for Prestige. They just get taken out by a great knife from Froyo there.
Froyo's been doing really good and like really well in this jet, to be honest. Like I'm actually like pretty impressed in terms of like their jet ability so far.
Especially when you give them, you know, some sort of sniper, right? Like either the op or the knives that kind of function as those sniper capabilities. If only CC could see what we could see.
Yeah, if only you had map hacks.
If only you had walls, it would be. That was just a free triple. Everybody, at least one person does have the pistol.
Oh my gosh, Zed Evan is literally in Africa still.
I like that play though. That's such a great play.
I mean, getting a 1-for-1, that tilts someone so hard because you're just like, why are you here?
What are you doing?
Yeah, it's actually nothing worse in Valorant than dying like that.
I kind of want to see them sacrifice.
Oh, they didn't shoot the mollies in time. I think they're just gonna.
Are you gonna stick?
Oh, you gotta shoot that beforehand.
One enemy remaining.
They do get it down to a 1-on-1, and Memphi will just clean up shop. I was going to say, I kind of wanted to see them sacrifice Solix and then bait the res, but they ended up just trying to get the defuse and didn't shoot the molly, so Memphi cleaned up the rest of them.
7-4 is not too bad in terms of like the first half. I think if Ghost win this round, this would be pretty big in terms of like we know that Landside like this map a lot, and I'm pretty sure like they're pretty well practiced on it.
Yeah.
I would say like especially I think this is a pretty hard map to learn overall in terms of like as a team. Because, I don't know, there's just so much to the map like going on. And so I think they're doing a pretty good job so far. If they just have a good round here, I think 7-5 would be pretty good going into the second half for the Ghosts.
Yeah, especially with the momentum that the Ghosts have when Froyo gets an op. If they can win a couple of early pistol rounds and he's able to save for like a round 4 op, I think that could put the Ghosts in complete command, which speaking of the op, Froyo does have it picked up once again. See if they're able to get any value as Vipers gets the first elimination off screen onto a flanking Solix.
Oh, I would say Prestige got a little greedy right there.
CC has the res onto Solix. They are going to make it a 4v5. V-Spicy hears that.
Yeah. Ooh. Okay, there we go. They were both kind of shooting blanks for a little bit there.
Bofi has the op as well.
Frey with the headshot on the op. Oh my gosh. Zed Evan missed just a couple shots there.
Hop v op. Let him do it for honor as Memphi's trying to sneak around.
So Memphi is going fast.
Memphi is zooming.
Oh, has the bow out. Misses once again. Oh my gosh. I think that's when Memphi's like, are you going to shoot him? Like,
Wait, what were you aiming for?
I don't need your utility. I'm just kidding.
Oh, Froyo's going to push to the right. I don't think Bofi's going to see him.
He didn't see him. Oh, no.
He's holding Spike. I think Bofi.
Yeah, so he didn't see Froyo actually go to the left there. Wow.
Yeah, that was
an interesting round. I mean, Froyo went pretty crazy right there, but okay. 7-5. I think that's a great first half for the Ghosts, despite and how it started out. I think it can go a little cleaner the second half if they don't. I'm gonna be honest here, like don't do whatever eco they were kind of doing on that first half. That was kind of weird for the first 4 rounds because like when you have 4 rounds in a row of not a full buy, it's pretty bad in terms of like how you're trying to play the rounds because they basically just like the pistol round they got the plan off, and they forced 3 rounds in a row, so that was interesting. But we're gonna see the second half go, and I guess we'll see how it start off. I think we're gonna see a lot more people starting to use the Prime 2.0 Karambit knife, by the way, because Valorant made the change where you can get rid of the animation on it. So people really didn't like that one. So now you can like draw, you can like kind of de-level your weapons, which sometimes you kind of want it,
Yeah, I know. It's interesting when they make small changes like that, and how long it'll take for people to catch on. Is Memphi getting very aggressive?
Nice,
they know
does get the dash.
They know Froyo's the MVP. Froyo had to get out of there in a hurry.
Didn't take too much damage. Does have the light armor. Did take about 30 damage total-ish. So not too bad.
Oh, they're gonna just. Look at this call from the Ghost. The Ghosts read the landslides perfectly. They're gonna swap to B. Well, at least the Ghost kind of stopped in mid, but everyone from the Ghost immediately said, "Oh, I bet you they flip B here." That is great scouting, knowing that that's what the landslides want to do, which is fake A, plant B.
Yeah, and the only problem is they're still going to get sight for pretty much free here. Spicy's in a pretty bad spot. Ooh.
Sheriff to the head.
They do have a 3v5 here. They can get a couple. It is not looking too hot, but if they just get a couple here, I think it'd be pretty good. That's a good start from Zed Evan here. Great shot by Memphi.
It's all up to Moji here.
Nice.
Oh, that's a great pick onto Memphi. One more would be huge.
Good try.
Got 2. They did get the spike down. I thought they had the prediction. I think they were a little. I think Prestige gets a pick in mid, and it kind of freaked him out. Like, oh, maybe they baited us into mid.
Yeah, I think they just didn't want to overcommit and then like lose A side, I guess. But I don't know. It's pretty hard to tell. It just kind of sucks that like no one was actually on site there to at least stop them.
At least make the call. Hey, they are on B because they almost read that perfectly.
Yeah.
They had 3 people in rotation, and then they kind of got held up in mid. Once again, Prestige gets an excellent pick. And they, well, it is no one forced to buy this time for the Ghost, which is something I definitely like. I definitely am.
Yeah.
Well, except for, I think V Spicy did
Possibly.
pick up. It was hard to see that at the very end. I did think V Spicy did force a little bit of a buy.
Landsides are kind of doing like a default action here. 3-2 split. Great shot from Solix. Even got a headshot even. Spamming that wall somewhere to make sure. Ooh, Vipers does get into kind of a good spot here for this
With this
judge.
a lot of shotguns recently, but it looks like all of the landslides that got their first pick, they're just going to immediately rotate to B. We'll get a battle. The Sages and CC will win that with a headshot. Here's Memphi.
Ooh.
What a flank.
Wow.
It's all up to V Spicy on that Killjoy. I don't think they got to try for a kill. There's no point in saving, but I don't know what you do here with a Classic and a Judge.
Oh. Gets the headshot. Probably hit him for like 20, but it's okay. The Classic is, I don't know. I will say I would kind of like to see a change from the Classic, in my opinion. I think the right click can be pretty dumb sometimes in terms of like it literally acts like a shotgun, but sometimes you literally just get like you genuinely just get unlucky.
Yeah.
Like you and someone could have the exact same position, both not moving, and you both right click. However, they get 2 headshots and a body shot, and you get like a foot shot and 2 like body shots, and then like you die.
Yeah.
Like that, and like you can have the exact same crosshair placement too, which is like it just kind of sucks.
What is this?
Some
Lineup.
yeah. I'm guessing it's for Boiler. It would be my. Ooh, that's a really fun shock dart spot. That goes on to the orb. Yeah, right there. Memphi actually almost got hit by that. They went up instead, but I always really like double shock dart spots because it's just a pretty cool thing to see. Oh, Prestige is just
jamming right in people's face. Oh my goodness. Nobody can stop Prestige. Froyo's got negative HP. Does get a good kill onto Bofi though. There's no way they win this, right? Right?
Oh,
right?
Okay. I think he ran out of bullets. That kind of sucked.
I was like, there's no way you win this one, right, Froyo? Like,
how did the Ares get there?
I don't know.
I don't think we saw like any bullets from the Ares.
We did not. We did not see a single Ares bullet. I do not know who bought that.
They just threw it away. They're like, I'm stashing.
Next round.
Yeah, I do think Sova's like the orb is pretty cool because like obviously the one time they do that for the B side orb, you just get literally insta-gibbed. So
there, you said they were very close to picking Memphi, and that's probably a different round.
If Memphi went for the orb, if they had agreed for the orb, that would have definitely hit.
Unfortunately, I think the Ghost's biggest problem is like their eco just doesn't make sense, right? Because once again, they forced last round and they're running judges and nonsense on round 3.
I don't know. I'd like to hear what the theory behind it. I guess it is right, or like the reasoning.
The logic from it. It hasn't worked, so it's a little easier for us to criticize. Of course, if it works, we would be praising them as geniuses. So,
well, I think the thing is the only way it realistically works is if you're just like gonna have to out aim them, but like just like almost twice as much. Ooh. Okay, does see it. Nice. Yep.
One more. This Froyo.
I don't know. He'll probably see them kind of underneath here as he. Yep. Oh, great shot from Froyo though.
I mean, if anyone can clutch you one, it is actually a 2v2. Froyo makes it a 1v1. They at least should get the spike down for CC, so they will end up winning the round, which is potentially kind of huge. I mean, CC might have the ability, but 2v1, if you just push together, especially with knives, I don't see how you lose
I think they can. I think a 1v2 is definitely very doable.
They just need to push them together, and if Froyo has to knife, then Froyo has to knife, right? Don't hold on to the knives for another round.
I think they're gonna hold though because they do have guns at this point.
Ooh,
Once again, this plant. Yeah. Oh,
wow.
hey, like I said, Like I said, you can't call them out there. You never know. 1v2 is pretty. A 1v2 I feel like is actually like probably one of like the most even-sided ones, right? I think a 3 is really hard because you can have multiple flanks, but also they were literally in the exact same spot.
Yeah.
The one thing I also don't know is you actually can shoot through the wall that CC was hiding behind. It's actually a pretty paper-thin wall in terms of like, you know, wall-wise. Like a Vandal can actually just shred through it. I mean, obviously it's like hindsight, but I think you should be able to. You should spray through that every time, especially if it's planted up top. There's like 2 spots that most likely they could be, right? So.
Yeah, and Froyo had done that earlier. So
15 damage down.
Yeah.
That's always tragic.
See if that ends up mattering. And Froyo just planted it, so Froyo should have known the lineup. Ooh, great headshot by Memphi. This is like another weird round for the Ghost. A couple of buys, a couple of no buy. Ooh, Prestige does get shot in the back from a frenzy of all things.
I'll say also, I don't know why Prestige kind of like looked off there. Oh, does get one. Froyo doesn't find the second one, unfortunately, but it was a good try. Another 1v2, except for the Sage. This time is from V Spicy.
Whew. Barely dodged those stock darts.
Got hit by it a little bit. Second one missed.
Should be a good.
Ooh. Some great aim coming out.
You will not kill
Oh, I like the
that.
revive,
Yep.
Yeah. That is huge because there's nothing V Spicy can
The
do.
thing is, now they kind of know where that is.
Takes the defuse.
Oh, there we go. Oh my gosh.
Still got it.
Hold it. I think they're actually going to win.
Yeah, I don't know. Oh, that's a good lineup.
Wait, was there the Vipers thing?
Yeah. I do think the Vipers thing was below it.
Oh, okay. I think it's Twin Bite.
Yeah, Twin Bite, I believe.
Twin Bite, I think. That's what I want to say.
I believe you're right. Yeah, I think that they did. Solix, that was a good revive because of the lineup the Viper can get, right? No one else on your team can probably get a lineup like that.
Thankfully.
And deny the plant.
Yeah.
That's a really. The Ghosts have had some really great rounds in the second half and just have had a couple of things go wrong at the very, very end.
Yeah. If this team is definitely stuck together and stuff like that, I think it'd be great. They keep getting better every week. 12-5 here, looking for the landslides. Landslides kind of looking to close this one out here on the side. Prestige starts off with getting Froyo, which is a pretty big part of the Ghost this game.
I think it's another one. Spicy has the res.
Get out of my way.
Yeah.
Froyo's body's mid, so they should be able to get there.
You do hear the jet knives come out here on the side of landslides.
Uh-oh. Yeah, the Spicy was all surrounded there. I don't know what. Maybe you get like an insane Hunter's Fury. That's what you need right now from Zed Evan.
Need them all to stack.
Stand on top of each other.
And they are literally just...
There it is.
Hits his own teammate once.
And gets taken out mid Hunter's Fury. It was a long shot. In the end, the landslides come out victorious. But again, this Ghost roster, the full free agent roster, had some bright spots on it. Probably got the toughest draw, I would think, of this tournament with none of our former champions in this event and the landslides being it. It's also probably the toughest draw on one of their best maps. To make it a challenge in the first half is a pretty big testament to how good this Ghost team is.
Yeah, I mean, I think especially with kind of how it started, it was pretty bad there, like start-off wise. But they did a pretty good job overall. I think it was like 12-7, 12-6.
Yeah, 12-6, I think. Yeah. Well, again, we talk about it all the time. Going at it alone can only get you so far. Ultimately, if you want to increase your chance of success, you have to level up your teaming skills. We've seen that with the landslides, and man, dude, they look like a different team with Prestige back. That first half was all Prestige. Didn't see how many kills he ended up getting in the end, but that was a fantastic job. Esports Tower really takes time to create teams of well-matched teammates. I want to give a shout-out to the coaches. If you're watching, you haven't checked out the Esports Tower clubs yet, you should. It is the fast track to rank up. Before we go to a quick break, Red Hots, any final thoughts on that series of landslides making it to the semifinals?
Yeah, I think landslides are looking a lot more aggressive, I think, with Prestige. I think Prestige on that duelist is actually kind of a nice thing for them. I think a lot of times they kind of needed one more person to kind of be entering and stuff like that. So I did love to see that, and I hope we can keep kind of seeing them improve, and hopefully they can keep getting better, because that was a pretty, distinguished game coming from them after that first game. So, yeah.
Well, who is going to be the landslides opponent next week? That is what we're going to find out here. We'll take a quick break. We'll come back with monsoons and hurricanes with a date with the landslides in next week's semifinal on the line. It's all coming up right after this short break.
Visit NationalGuard.com to begin your guard adventure.
Here are a couple lessons I've learned over the years. Friendships come in all shapes and sizes. And always buckle up. Seatbelts save lives. That's a rule we can all live by.
The news says Gen Z is struggling. I've got news for them.
I wait tables, but last week I built a field hospital.
I put out a forest fire.
I stopped 1,000 attackers.
And a natural disaster.
I've saved lives. And led a team on patrol.
I serve.
Well, I go to school full-time.
While I work full-time.
The greater the challenge, the stronger we become.
No, we don't hear commercials. Welcome back into week number 5 in the Esports Tower Rumble in Valorant, the bracket stage, broadcasting it live from the Boise State Game Pants Esports Arena. We just saw the landslides come out on top. Now it is time to see who will be their opponent in next week's semifinals. It is the Monsoons and the Hurricanes meeting in our next match. Fish and Red Hots calling all of the action. And I'm very curious. Red Hots, these are teams we haven't seen too much recently. They've struggled sometimes to get past that first round. One of them will do it today, and I'm very curious to see on a map that you even kind of mentioned we don't see a lot on Bind. I'll be kind of curious to see 2 newer teams on a map we're not very familiar with, at least in terms of seeing it a ton.
Yeah, I would be I'm always kind of curious in terms of like what kind of comps people do for like duelist wise. I know people will go with the Jet sometimes. I think Raze is very good in this map, but we haven't seen too many Razes really kind of perform on this map. I think Raze is a very pretty hard agent to play well. But I would love to see kind of a Raze kind of come out here and get some good showstoppers and stuff like that. So I would obviously want to see that happen. But Bind's a pretty interesting map, I think. A lot of teams kind of play it different. So very excited to kind of see in terms of like team play what goes on here.
Well, before we hop into this map, we do want to take a quick moment to congratulate all of the Esports Tower Club members who have graduated from the clubs and been offered scholarships across the country over the last 3 months. Esports Tower Club members have received over $1.2 million in scholarships award. So these students have not only worked hard on their in-game play, but have worked hard academically and have earned these scholarship opportunities. We could not be more excited and proud to see all of the opportunities that these players are getting, and of course can't wait to see all of the opportunities that the players we're about to see in these Rumbles are going to get in the future. And again, if that number gets you excited or gets mom and dad excited about your future as a esports player at college, go check out esportstower.com. They can help you. You want to start your path to pro or landing one of these collegiate scholarships that the Esports Tower have almost received $1.3 million in over the last few months. Well, let's jump in to our next round 1 matchup of the night. It's Monsoons and Hurricanes. There's a spot in the semifinals where the landslides on the line. Both these teams very evenly matched in past battles. We're expecting a good one here. Who could make top 4, have a chance at our grand finals? It is Hurricanes and Monsoons as we get ready to go here on Bind, and we will see if Red Hots hits his wish to see a Raze on the map. We've seen better Raze play, though, the last few weeks.
Yeah.
Which should be nice to see. Hopefully we get some. We've seen some crazy pop-off moments from some Razes here. It doesn't look like.
There's a hover.
No, there's a hover, yeah. You're right. Come on, lock it in.
I mean, I guess it's more so when it comes to comfort. I think Reyna is obviously really good, and I think usually kind of it's going to be a Jet kind of Reyna thing, but I guess it depends. I think, in my opinion, it's like if you can't op very well on the Jet, I think the Raze kind of takes over on this map. I think Jet's a very good agent, but I think if you're not kind of ready to bring the op out and stuff like that, I think the Raze kind of takes it over. And we are going to see the Raze locked in.
Yeah, the Hurricanes locking in the Rays there. They'll be defending the Monsoons. Almost locked in. Muffins finally will set that one up. Interesting that there's no Cypher on the side of the Monsoons. So Coaxel could, we've seen Zed Evan do it. We really have the Zed Evan hallway. I'm curious if Coaxel can lock down a site solo on that Cypher and really free up the rest of the Hurricanes to roam around the map defensively.
Yeah, so it's probably going to be kind of like the B lockdowns from the Killjoy and Cypher for each side, because obviously that's kind of like the intertwined Sentinel coming out from each team. Or, obviously we don't have the Zed Evan A Cypher on this map. But there's some really cool camera spots and stuff like that. I know one thing that's been pretty common lately is actually Cypher's kind of putting their cameras in spots where it's even harder to see, but they actually don't fire the shot because they just want to use the information and they just use pings. I've been seeing that on a couple streams and stuff like that, which is pretty cool. They have these really cool Cypher spots pretty high up usually sometimes, and it's kind of hovering downwards, like a lamp almost.
Oh,
so that'd be kind of cool to see. Yeah, where you just kind of use it as information, right? You don't you just use it as an actual secret camera. So that's pretty cool to see. I'm curious what site the Monsoons want to push here with Resi. Looks like they want to start B at least. Probably to get this alt orb, I would assume. A bare minimum. Yeah, Monsoon's kind of pushing out, kind of doing a split B push here with Hookah and Garden.
Oh, kind of rotating over towards B.
Right here.
I wonder if Melky's could get a good teleport flank.
Yeah, they're kind of stagnating.
Now they're just great. They all teleported.
Yep, except for one. One's kind of staying back there. I think they're seeing if they get some picks or something like that. But honestly, a great rotate there. Ooh, we're going to see. Ooh, wow, that's pretty unfortunate there coming from.
Got him.
Ooh, that's a nice double kill there for the Hurricanes.
Here we go. That's what I'm talking about. Finds one, goes to overkill. Dang, does get the headshot though. They are gonna get the plant down.
Spike planted.
I like how they faked the plant A and then went back to B
and
started B. Ooh, Diamond Miner's gonna get a great flank from elbow here. I think they're gonna be a little bit too late, but they could easily squeeze them.
Yep. Let's see. As long as they don't kind of hold this plant, I think is the biggest thing they need here. Oh, good discipline.
Last player standing.
You gotta land those. No. They did everything right until it involved clicking. They had great trigger discipline.
Explosions.
Yeah, that's pretty tragic. There's no other really way to say it. That is.
They did everything right until the very, very end. Right here, this is such great trigger discipline. I think Cliv needs to win that engagement so that they had a good sneak up onto Warrior, but man.
He still probably should have gone.
Yeah, they definitely
Yeah. That's okay. Hey, round two. Great first round here from the Monsoons and Hurricanes. Monsoons did the plant down. Probably be saving most of everything.
And they're saving. That's something we wanted to see after we saw the ghost, where it was what? Just save. Just save.
It's crazy how much it happens. Ooh, crap. Yep, gonna eat that one. Your teammate does shoot it. Very nice of them. Oh, wow, they actually get him.
Yeah, Muffins dashed through and just shot Coaxel.
They do have on site. They're planning now. Warrior kind of gets one. I don't know why I said kind of. Does get one.
Nice dodge on the first shock dart. Muffins. Ooh. Nice trade at least there. Warrior with it. We have seen some insane Reyna pop-offs tonight.
Ooh, backing up.
Should win this one with respect.
Oh my
Never
gosh.
mind.
And the right click. Get diffed. Yep.
One
Very
enemy
cool.
remaining.
Oh. What?
Seen some issues with
there's one more molly there, but they didn't shoot it. So he's just going to
Swarm grenade
pop it. Yep.
Oh, they should get a nice...
Wow, I actually think they win this.
I think they do as well.
Wow.
Yeah, they do.
what a fantastic eco round for Monsoons. The pick onto the site on the Cypher was huge. I will say that. Them getting that pick is actually massive. They do get the Ares there and then kind of like hold site, but wow.
I think the best play there was from Muffins just dashing. After the tripwire got proc, instead of playing slow, just dashing through. I don't think Coaxial was ready for someone to just YOLO through the cage.
Yeah, because it was already triggered so they could dash through. They did change that so you can't ever like just dash through anymore, which is probably fair.
Eyes on target.
They're going to have a big buy round. What's up?
So usually when you see people trigger the cage, right, like everyone backs off, like, whoa, whoa. So I did like the dash through.
Yeah, it's nice when people are, it looks like they're kind of communicating of like, hey, shoot the tripwire and go from there, you know. Ooh, I think they did get some damage on him, so.
Sunny did take a little bit of damage. Oh, Diamond Miner's going to have a great flank. Nobody knows they're in Bath. No one.
That's true. They're not looking at all. They don't have a crossfire or anything. Let's see if Diamond can kind of get. Ooh, does. Oxel does have a shorty on the flank. Is going to slowly creep up. Oh, big grenade there. That's a lot of damage. That's what we kind of want to see here in this bind.
Oh, the only problem is that there's that sentry that's stopping Coaxial from being able to get a huge flank on
Well,
it.
I think they can't really push because he needs to be really close for this.
Pick on to Sunny Lee actually opens up Bathroom even more for Diamond Miner. This Melky just muzzles stuff.
And then tries to run away through the teleporter like they just like robbed a bank.
We're out.
Spike planted.
Oh, Coaxial, what can you do?
Actually grab the gun. Just try to go to TP. That's fantastic. Okay. Unfortunately, has a shorty, so Lily can do negative damage from that range, so that's okay.
I like these plays for the Monsoons. And you know, honestly, Diamond Miner, we know what happened round one. Great recovery, right? They're now 5-1.
Hey, that's how you do it. You know, sometimes you just gotta have that really bad moment to be like, okay, we needed to play it like well the rest of the game to kind of forgive that.
Exactly, and you know, good on their teammates for not just blowing up on them for round one. Everyone's been there where your teammates just like, what the heck? Like, huge kudos to the rest of the Monsoons and Diamond Miner. You know, I've seen players lose their mental for worst.
I also think that they probably had the same reaction that we did.
Yeah,
which was kind of just like, you know.
They're like, hopefully that didn't get captured. They were not my POV, right?
Oh, we were. We saw everything.
Unfortunately, we were. You see the Monsoons. They immediately going to kill Joy B.
I like the turret play.
Another dash through.
Yeah, they're just really taking over this B site. I know some teams really struggle to kind of get through the B site, especially the Cypher going, but they are just taking everything over.
Oh, the Reskin is going to just hop right on.
Oh,
never mind.
Get really a shot off. Doesn't have a...
Had the Empress rolling too. Oh, Diamond Miner. This is a great spot. A little too much trigger discipline, but at least gets a 1-for-1 trade. They did pop Empress for Warrior, by the way, who's over in elbow.
Good. Oh.
One enemy remaining.
Shoot through. Now 1v2 here for the side of
Hurricanes.
Gets one.
Sunny Dew needs to get another one on the cruise. Gets it.
I don't think they have... Yeah, they do.
Yeah, they should be able to get
wow.
this.
Great clutch.
For how much they took over B?
Clutch.
Kind of. Unfortunately, it all fell apart when Reskin gets picked with the Empress.
Yeah, it also was just a huge back and forth. Like, teams are doing a great job of kind of, you know, trading back and forth there, and then just the clutch by Sumo.
It's great shooting there. Triple kill for them. You're going to have the Vipers pit up, which can force them off the site. Get a bit of a half.
Oh, it's Sunny Lee. Sunny
Lee, I think?
Sunny Lee? That's what I'll say. I call him Sumnal.
Did they win the round in half by?
Yeah, because they lost a lot there.
Fair.
That was a full buy round. I think Reskin actually moved a little bit there. Actually would have hit some decent shots. Muffins does get the knife kill, which is a great start.
Throwing out a couple more. Decent bit of damage onto Sunny.
Prime Vandal. We love it.
I like this
play. Ooh, there we go.
Nice use of the smoke as well.
Enemy down.
There we go. And Monsoon's just taking over this site.
Coaxial, what can you do with the frenzy, Coaxial?
Ooh, I think they are coming behind.
Oh,
my gosh. 2 HP.
They still have Warrior. Warrior can still maybe get a couple picks or so, unfortunately, in a battle with the turret. And just,
4K for Muffins.
We've seen some great jet play
I just realized
tonight.
they just did that knife play with 2 HP.
Yeah, they
And got it.
YOLO'd the knife play with 2. Yeah, this play's even better when you realize they had 2 HP.
Yeah, this was crazy. If you're that is so tragic if you're Coaxel. You're like, wait, how much HP do they have? And everyone's like, oh, they have 2 HP.
This is just such a. I love. You know, I'm just gonna go in. I have knives. Nope.
We're good.
We're back. We're back.
Wow, Monsoon's having some great rounds. They've had their attack is, you know, honestly putting a lot of pressure on the Hurricanes for this side. And usually kind of this map's more so kind of defender side a little bit. But Monsoon's is just always just doing some wonderful attacks here. Looks like they're pretty well practiced on the map.
Yeah, I think the biggest thing is they've just made Coax look uncomfortable on B, right? Every time we've seen Bind, it's usually been like a Cypher solo holding B and just being an absolute.
Ooh, see them in the top right. Oh.
Ooh, wait. That is a. All right.
Milk with some interesting plays here by just walling and then not moving and like saying, I'm not here.
They got the kill, and I don't think they actually know they're there.
Okay.
Once the wall fades, they'll know they're there.
That's a fantastic shot from Reskin, though.
Yeah, that was teleport from Diamond.
I'm pretty sure they did hear that. Okay. Did not see the tripwire?
They found my wire.
Okay.
They found my wire.
Okay, nice. Gets one.
Cage
He's at 11 HP, though.
Yeah, looking. Oh. Maybe. Oh, Reskin wants to push this. Although.
You gotta get to the spike. I don't even know. Opping Reskins is nice. But
One enemy remaining.
Nice shot there from Diamond Miner. Some great crosshair placement right now.
They get the op for free.
For free?
The Diamond Miner, hey, again, I'm incredibly impressed.
Yeah.
I was worried after round 1. I was like,
that is true, yeah. That is true. And then they do that. Great shot to the op and just kind of really shut it down.
This is just, didn't even let Majabis get a shot off. Would have liked to see the Rays maybe get a bit more aggressive with the showstopper there. And now they have to eco.
Yeah, they have a lot of ults inside of Hurricanes, though.
Yeah, they can make up for their eco with a ton of ults. That is the one nice thing. Or at least try to. I think Melky's has had some very aggressive positioning, and I really enjoy getting that aggressive on a Sage of all things.
I do love the aggressive Sage play where it's just, you're kind of honestly using your wall and really deceiving people. Like where you're actually going to be. Sometimes you're in the wall, top of the wall.
Oh, Majabis could have got that.
Oh wow, just got one though. That's pretty good.
Nothing picks up
it's
another
a big
one.
save round for the Hurricanes here. So.
They've got
a shorty.
2 kills is pretty good for a save round into what they're going into.
Spike planted.
Ooh, Milk does have a flank and they're
flank.
not looking.
Oh, Omen's not looking.
There it is. 100, full HP here.
Last player standing.
That sucks, but
Warrior does pick up a gun at least, though.
It is Reyna, so they get a kill. What? Wait, just shoot the mollies. Oh man, that sucks. They could try. That was interesting. Going through the TP is pretty bold because you can actually just shoot those and then just defuse it. But it works out.
I think I would assume they took the teleporter to try and confuse Warrior because Muffins is just holding down Spike anyway.
My guess is literally just like, play for lineups or stuff like that. But like I said, you can actually just get rid of those.
Probably didn't expect someone to be that close after they hear the teleporter, right? They probably think, oh, they double teleported, I'll be safe.
Yep, Muffins does have an operator here. Oh, 2 operators coming from each side, actually.
Muffins has been pretty good with the operator.
Yep. I do like the offensive op.
Did you see who was the Monsoon's operator? I assume it's Majabis. They had one last time.
Yeah, it was. Majabis on the set of Hurricanes. Yeah. The Rays has
the Hurricanes. I'm curious to see. Oh, attacker killjoy already here from Quids. On to B. B's been a hit or miss adventure for Monsoon.
This side, they're playing pretty passive with it, though. I do like it. Like they're playing, waiting for the ult to go off first, then they're going in. I do like that. Some good communication coming in from the Monsoons.
Spike's down.
Spike down, Diamond Miner. Oh,
does get one. Yep. Let's have Showstopper for a while here.
Diamond Miner's got a great position here. See that utility come out. did not win that fight, though. Sunny
gets
Leak
two.
double. Molly for Warrior. Taken out.
There we go, Muffins. Nice. That was a really good smoke. Okay, here comes the showstopper. Oh my gosh, fantastic shot.
One enemy remaining.
All up
Last
to
player
Sunny
standing.
Lee.
I think they have a good spot here, though.
Yeah, they have a great lineup. I don't think Sunny can get the defuse in time. They fake it.
Ah, well,
Yeah, they got
doesn't
it.
matter. Still got it. Oh, the long? Ooh, imagine. No.
Not a bad round for the. I mean, Muffins. Wow, that was some insane hopping.
Yeah.
That was
a great shot onto
Majibus, right?
Yeah,
With
Majibus,
with
yep.
the showstopper rolling.
Yep. It was like literally as soon as they were going through like down. I think they actually might have hit him through. No, they didn't hit him through the wall because we just said it.
Yeah, they got him as they were probably about to click the trigger that would have taken them out, hopefully, with that showstopper.
Yep.
That is a huge win for the Monsoons, who now find themselves up 6-2.
Yeah, Muffin's going pretty crazy. Got 12 kills here already in these 8 rounds. Monsoon's attack is very hard to play against, though. They're very aggressive and very, like, teamwork-wise, they're doing a fantastic job. Very coordinated.
They just pre-send the Viper ult for Hurricanes.
Yeah, I think it's because they just had such a bad time with the site, you know? It seems like no matter what they do, hell. Diamond's like, all right, I'm TPing ahead, and then he just shoots the
What'd you do that for? I had the flank.
Careful.
They're just going to wait this one out. I like this spot for Milk. Milky has some great spots, and Dynamiter gets a great first elimination. There's Muffins with one
They're
more.
kind of using this Viper pit to their advantage.
Last player standing.
Unfortunate there. Here's Majibus.
That's a good grenade spot. Gets
Spike
one.
planted.
Grenades don't really work too much.
I'll say you can definitely shoot through that. And the classic kill for Diamond.
Dodged all the knives. Diamond Miner gets the kill with the classic.
I think it's funny because they're just like, oh my gosh, they're around the corner. We can't. Wait a minute.
Wait, we
can shoot through this. Yeah.
We take them out.
Monsoon's taking another round. Even with the Viper's Pit, it seemed like I said, Monsoon's kind of using it to their advantage. They're playing outside of the smoke and kind of using that as kind of like a, if you're in the smoke, you can't see us, so we're just going to play for everyone who's out of it.
Yeah, it was fantastic of using that ult against them. Melky had a great chance for the pop-off with that wall spot.
Yeah.
Their wall spots have been really good.
Yeah, she's doing a great job with those walls. Like, really kind of making sure that, you know, keep on their toes with, like, you know, where the stage is once you see a wall.
The immediate Empress gets popped from the Monsoons and Reskin.
Yep, probably to see a pretty decent... Wow, A's pretty open. They've been really conditioned to think that, you know, they're going B because they really have not been able to... I don't think they've been able to defend B besides, like, one round. Which is, I guess, one of their two. But.
B has been an adventure for the Hurricanes.
Oh, nice shot.
Like, two immediately.
One enemy remaining.
There's the Empress kill. I think barely got that reset in time. I did not think Redskins was going to get it.
Milk probably going to res, but
One enemy
just
remaining.
get... Yeah. Redskins says thank you very much and just kind of picks it up.
Yeah, I'll take that. No problem.
Yep. Monsoons once again take another round. 8-2 here. Pretty one-sided so far in terms of attack-wise. We do have 2 rounds left, I guess. So, you know, if Hurricane wins these next 2, they're not too bad of a spot. But looks like they're going to have a big save here, which should obviously keep favoring the Monsoons. Granted, even with weapons, they cannot stop them. So we'll see this round.
Yeah, this is going to be a tough round if you're the Hurricanes without weapons. And the problem is, even if you win the next round, it's the last round. I don't think, you know, the Monsoon's eco is more than healthy. You need some cheese, like Judge kill.
Like this?
Is perfect. Yeah,
Yep.
this is exactly what you needed if you were the Hurricanes to steal a round.
You should run.
That's another.
Nice.
One. At least you get one.
Yeah, one's fine.
It's like the third killjoy while attacking.
Yeah, I would say they've
That's
gotten so many ults.
Spike planted.
That's insane.
And just, I like how they're just using it on cooldown now. Like,
yeah, they're not
every
waiting.
round they've had it.
Last player standing.
It's all up to Melky now.
Oh, gets one, okay. Right click duel. Haha. I'm better at right clicking.
Yeah, you did touch on
round in
the
the
skill
half.
involved with right click battles.
Not that there's not, but I'm just saying if you have equal skill, it's gonna.
The RNG, I guess, is the best way to put it.
Yeah.
Like, oh, haha. I
They're
got
both
two
just like,
headshots.
Like, you know.
Yeah, he
like that one just missed. Like they're like, I don't know. Just works out, I guess. Okay,
right,
last round. Yep. 9-2 here. If it's a 10-2, we're looking at a pretty dominant attack side by Monsoons here.
They're all set up on B. Well, most of them are. Unfortunately, Monsoons have played that which side are they going mind game almost perfectly. Especially one early pick makes it even harder. They're going to get free control of the site. Nice trade, at least by Milky. Does buy some more time for Maj and missing
Muffins
Coaxial.
is literally just holding W.
Uh-oh. Hey. Coaxials.
Say, waiting for that peek there from Muffins.
Down A.
Just doesn't want to die from the CT. Gets one. Nice. Oh, almost hits the second one. That would have been huge.
One enemy remaining.
Muffins got him, though. No worries.
Yep. Through the wall.
Spike planted.
Warrior's going high.
I don't know if you want to go high against a...
Yeah,
that's...
You know, one thing I will say is I think this is the first bind we've seen in at least like somewhat of a long time that there's no Astra on either team.
I think you're right.
Because Astra is quite good in this map. My guess is probably comfort-wise that they do not have Astra players, which I think is fine. I know Viper does a pretty good job on it. It does kind of fall off a little bit. The Omen does a pretty good job, but I know Astra just does a fantastic job of really holding down that B site, especially because like she can have her smokes and obviously the pull in, so it's like you literally cannot get out of hookah if she's like there. I think Dissipate's pretty strong on this map too, so that's pretty interesting to, I guess, note for either team.
Yeah, I would assume, as you said, it probably just comes down to not having a comfortable Astra player.
Yep.
I mean, what do you think the Hurricanes need to do attacking? Is there anything that they can pull attacking-wise to get back in this, you think, Red Hot?
I think, they're probably just going to do what the Monsoons kind of did and just play really well, like really coordinated. Well.
You don't want to get caught with utility against the Sheriff. That'll always do.
And they're now stalled, and they're stuck.
They're gonna get pinched here. Here comes Muffins.
Reskin.
Spike down B.
One
enemy remaining.
Okay, gets one. Yep. I'll take one.
Gotta get the plan off here.
Back. Oh, okay. Wow.
Did get the kill from the grave on the Diamond Miner with the grenade, though.
I mean, we take it. Yeah.
We take those.
That's fine. I don't know how, but
I thought
maybe they just ate the grenade and thought it tasted good.
Well, maybe. I mean, look, pistol rounds, Diamond Miner makes questionable plays. Non-pistol rounds, Diamond Miner absolutely pops off.
Yeah, that's true.
It's just, part of his nature, it looks, I would assume, Pistol rounds are like, I'm not really feeling it. Like, gonna have a little fun.
Also, we've seen no pauses tonight at all, and it is quite a big deficit. I'd love to see a pause.
It does look like, I do think they did say somebody asked for a timeout.
Oh, okay. Hey.
You called
I was about to ask about it, and there it is.
Because that was something we saw in Week 4 a ton that I think a lot of teams use really, really well, including our champions, the Quakes, is you're down a couple rounds, just call timeout. They're there for a reason.
Yeah.
You get a timeout to kind of reset the mental. Couple rounds left. I mean, so you probably have to save here if you're the Hurricanes, obviously. You force a bye and lose, then you're first to eco on match point.
Yeah.
So how can they win maybe this round or maybe even our next round? I mean, they kind of got a decent start there, but they got caught all with utility. I think you're right. They just need to be more aggressive, but they kind of got caught out by Muffins, who made a spectacular play.
Yep, and honestly, that does suck. I think, but the thing is, Muffins did get one, and they kind of still went for it, like as if they were going to get it off. I think without Muffins re-peeking, or maybe they just didn't, like I said, they just didn't see it or something like that.
Yeah,
but definitely did not help starting the round in that fashion when all 5 are needed for that B site. So
as we see, looks like we're still in a pause here. Hurricanes and Monsoons. Winner will play the Landslides in our next semifinal next week, and then we'll have our first semifinal after this match. And I'm very curious. We haven't seen too much of the Monsoons, and they've been very impressive, actually.
Yep.
I'm very curious to see if they do win. Of course, they're still. I mean, we've seen comebacks in Valor all the time, but they match up kind of well against the Landslide. So that's actually a match I'm really excited to see. Nothing against the Hurricanes. I think both of them. I think this Hurricanes roster has made some improvements, and they have really good setup. It's just the aim lab would really benefit the Hurricanes. I think.
I mean, I don't even think it's just that. I think Monsoons are just doing a collective really good job of like teamwork wise, and you know, obviously they've had a lot of practice, it seems, in what they've done for their attacks and stuff, and it really paid off this map, especially. Like I said, if Hurricanes can show, so maybe they've been practicing attack a lot more than their defense in this map, and we can see some cool stuff. We do see a 4v3 here.
Ooh. Grenade's not going to find anything. They just rush onto the site. Oh, Flinch is in a perfect spot. Gets a second. They're both incredibly low. Oh,
just missed that one. That would have got it, but
Rezkin.
I don't think he sees the flank.
Yeah.
Not see-throughs on the flank. It's all up to Sunny Lee, who
has 19 HP.
Yeah, unfortunately, just the HP is not on their side. Match point here for the Monsoons.
And yep.
Match point.
I like what the Hurricanes are doing. They got aggressive that time.
Oh.
Ooh, we get a defender timeout.
Oh, Monsoons.
Huh. Maybe calling a timeout.
So you think it's a BM timeout?
Yeah, I know that the Hurricanes had asked for a timeout, maybe just to, like, you know, say, hey, we'll just call
here's your timeout.
Yeah, here's your timeout.
Yeah,
here's if you want it. Just some good sportsmanship from the Monsoons. Like I said, I really do think the Hurricanes have had some great setups. I think Melky's in particular, if they're able to work on their aim just a little bit, they are going to be a monster, because they've had flanks that you and I have just been like, wow, that's actually like really creative. They just haven't been able to execute on them. They have some good things in this Hurricanes roster. Just a little bit they need to work on it. I think they'll be a very strong team here in a few weeks if they're able to work some of their hiccups out.
I also think it's it can even be like less of an aim thing and more so of a position-wise. Like if you know Sage is kind of in those weird positions, you can have really good crossfire angles. Of like where you're hiding somewhere, then you pop out. You know, that could probably work on it once they kind of just talk that over a little bit. All right, let's see if Monsoons will end the game here, or Hurricanes will take a couple rounds. Obviously, starting with getting a pick, it's a great start.
Uh-oh.
Oh my gosh. Yep, there's a classic.
There's the right click. Oh. Great shooting from Coax.
So I like the ADS there. It's a pretty hard shot to hit. Oh, there we go.
Steal the Vandal.
Oh, big blind. I'm pretty sure gets all three there. Shoot the smoke. Does get one.
I like it. I like the idea. You're like, oh, someone's going to be up on that wall. I know it.
Last player standing.
I think Diamond was more surprised than anything. It was like, oh my gosh, what? They actually pushed like the smoke. Like, I can see you.
All right, Muffins, what can you do with the Spectre?
Watching this location.
They just have a... Oh, they do have a Spectre.
Oh, now the Vandal.
26 HP. Pretty low here.
And a Dream. As long as Sunny Lee and Melky don't peak at the exact same time. That's like worst case scenario. They don't do it. Sunny gets the elimination, and we keep playing.
So Sunny's doing actually a pretty good job on this fight, because they're top fragging for the Hurricanes, kind of holding it down.
I believe you're correct. Yes, it does look like there's a Viper on top there at the bottom left.
Time out.
All right. 12-3. Due to the comeback here for the Hurricanes, we will kind of see how this ends up going. I'm pretty sure Monsoon can have a full buy now. They did save last round.
Yep, they get the full buy. Ooh, we get an op for Rezkins this time, not for Muffins.
Okay. I guess they're just like, yo, let me at it.
Oh, they've been inspired. There's always that person when someone pops up at the op, like, yeah, you ain't seen my op though, all right? Like,
I'm feeling the op right now. Like, trust me, I'm feeling it.
And you said you get one round, well, maybe two,
That's
two
true.
rounds.
I mean,
and then
sometimes you get your pop off, you know, and then it's like, all right, give me it back.
I want to see Muffins with the op, honestly. kind of want Rezkins to get eliminated, and then Muffins picks it up.
That's the best, I will say, is like when someone your teammate just has one, you just pick it up, and you're like, I'm going to show you how to use this.
I'm going to use the op now. Ooh.
Diamond Miner playing a pretty close angle here, but I think they do have the right angle they need for them to once.
They're going to hear, they're going to hear him pick up the orb, maybe.
I know they want to. Oh. This time around, Diamond says, you don't have a classic, we're good. So.
Trying to bait it out. Unfortunately for Diamond Miner, no one else is there.
Yep.
They've all rotated over.
They're pretty split here for the Hurricanes. It seems like they're doing a 3-1. Oh, they were doing a 3-2 split.
Oh.
But
teleport in the middle of the
Diamond just kind of goes in the middle of them.
Gonna get a nice connect. Ooh, Rezkin there. Well, hey, op worked out for Rezkin at least. Waxel not able to get over in time.
30 seconds left.
Ooh.
They have this fight. Maybe you take the teleporter. A is wide open outside of Cruisers.
Oh, doesn't look right. Oh, here we go.
It's gonna get a great
nice
one.
Cage triggered.
Oh, you had a neural theft there, I think.
That is true.
Match point, you needed to...
Oh, double shock dart.
One enemy remaining.
Well,
they tried.
They tried.
That was a good job by the Hurricanes.
Uh-huh.
I think this team has some potential, but it will be the Monsoons that pick up the victory. They will move on to take the Landslides in next week's semifinal game, and now we'll get our last semifinal of the night. But it really an impressive performance by the Monsoons, honestly.
I'll say if Monsoons play like that next week, you should see a really good match from them in the Landslides. Because I mean, their attack was just honestly very well done.
So 100% agree. Well, if you want to be seen by expert college recruiters, talk directly to esports industry insiders like pro athletes, team general managers, game producers, then join the club. Esports Tower players get insider access to industry insights with our featured Rumbles. Recruiters are taking notice as well. It's a great way to score exposure if you're looking to start your path to pro or land a collegiate scholarship. Let's take a look at our bracket, see how the semifinals line up here. As we said, we will get our first semifinal of the night coming up after this break. It will be the Eruptions and the Quakes going at it. And then next week we'll have the Monsoons, Landslides, and we will have our grand finals here as well. We're going to take a quick break. Spot in the grand finals is on the line in our final match of the night. Who is going to move on, the Eruption or Quakes? It's all coming up after this.
Visit NationalGuard.com to begin your guard adventure.
Here are a couple lessons I've learned over the years. Friendships come in all shapes and sizes. And always buckle up. Seatbelts save lives. That's a rule we can all live by.
Welcome back to this broadcast, the Esports Tower Rumble in Valorant. It's week 5, broadcasting it live from the Boise State Game Pans Esports Arena. We're about to find out who will claim our first spot in our week 5 grand final. The Eruption and the Quakes face off with an ascent with a date in the grand finals on the line. Fish and Red Hots are calling all the action. Now, this is something that tripped me up. We mentioned at the start of the show that no former champion from the fall is coming back. Now, some people who've been watching for a while might say, Quakes, didn't they win a couple weeks ago? It's actually an entirely new Quakes roster, Red Hot. Talk about going out with a bang. They won, and that team just disbanded and joined in on other Esports Tower teams. So this is an entirely new Quakes team, not the one that won a Rumble championship a few weeks ago.
I mean, it just makes it all the more interesting, right? So I mean, we're going to see a whole new Quakes roster. So I guess we're going to kind of see it. And I think the map is on Ascent here.
Yep.
So hopefully we can see some cool stuff. I think Ascent, sometimes people play it a lot differently. Sometimes people just kind of do the brute force stuff with, like, you know, all 5 one site, all 5 the other site, or they kind of play the mid stuff. So I think it's a fun map. I think it also has the most, like I guess, variety for agents. I think a lot of people play a lot of different stuff, the oppers and all that good stuff. So I'm excited to see the map.
Yeah, I'm curious to see if we get any oppers. It should be fun to see some new talent as well. I would assume some of these Quake players we have not seen before. But before we hop in to our final game of the night, with the spot in the grand finals on the line, it's always a great time to throw it to Doc's Keys to the Game, presented by the Esports Tower. Score pro advice at esportstower.com, because if you want a spot in the grand finals, be the first ever for either of these teams. As we said, a new Quakes roster entirely. Those are focus on angles and flank, know your win condition, count cards, call abilities, and click heads. Improve your game sense, improve your team play, improve your performance under pressure. Get matched with great players and professional coaches to help you rank up. Eruptions and Quakes on Ascent, first semifinal of Week 5. Who is moving on to their first ever grand final? Again, new Quakes roster, the team name's about the only thing that remains. Eruptions looking for some redemption this week and their first ever finals. Let's see who's it going to be on Ascent as we get things going here. I'm very curious to see who is on this Quakes roster and if it's any players we've seen in the past or if it's entirely new to us Red Hots as we hop into it. I believe it will be the Quakes are on the left and the Eruption are on the right. And for the Quakes, pretty new. I think Vapor's the only person
I remember
we've
seeing
seen.
Vapor for sure.
Everybody else, though, I have not had a chance to see. Maybe Pebble once or twice in the summer, but very excited to see what these other players we have not seen bring to this map.
Yep. And a good map to be on, too, right? Like I said, we're already seeing some difference for each team, at least hovered-wise. So far, we have everyone locked in. Viper's pretty... honestly, we don't see many Vipers on this map. As a smoker, I think. Usually it's like an Omen or a Astra. I think those are the two most common here. So seeing the Viper is pretty interesting. There's the Omen coming across from the other side.
Yeah, I would assume...
And then the Sova, I'm guessing, is just going to be locked in from time.
Yep. Yeah, I was assuming that the Sova will be locked. Interesting that the Eruption are going with the double duelist with the Jet and the Reyna, while the Quakes are opting for just the Reyna.
Also no Killjoy. I think Killjoy is usually played on almost every Ascent map, but they're opting for the not, obviously. Some pretty, honestly, different team comps. We got, you know, one side you have the Jet, the other side we have just only the Reyna, kind of opting for the Sky as kind of like their second duelist more so. So here we go. They have no Jet, though, so maybe they have a dedicated op or somewhere else or something like that, but obviously don't have the option of the attack op. So...
yeah, I'm curious if the Quakes do have an opper, and it'll be, you know, we've seen a couple of ops on some Sovas and some Rays tonight, or if they're just going to, you know, we all see how teams have success. You don't need to have an op to win.
Yep.
And sometimes I think teams force the op, like, oh, it's so cool, like we need an opper. So maybe the Quakes just said, look, we don't have an opper, why force one? And you talked about those 5 stacks. It looks like the Eruptions are setting up for a pure 5-stack A push right off the bat.
Yep, and I guess they're just trying to brute force it. They know they actually don't have like a Killjoy or even an Astra in terms of like defense-wise. So the new Quakes is pretty vulnerable in terms of usual team comps, I would say, right?
They got a decent recon dart there, at least. At least you got one ping out.
And they're just going to run through the smoke together there as a team. That was really good, kind of, you know, getting every way. Interesting Viper smoke. Haven't really seen that one before.
I like this dog. It is going to find NLV.
Gets the damage, too. I think it does like 30 if it hits you.
I believe so. Plus the... oh, what a shock dart from Pryor. Basically took out NLV's health. They got another shock dart. We're already down to a 2-on-1 here with Pebble absolutely popping off on the Omen.
Yep. And looks like Ellie is going to try to kind of go in here for... ooh, that was a great crossfire there, I will say. That's what you wanted to see. If it's a 1v2, you really want to play those different angles, so it makes it basically impossible, or, you know, a very, very difficult chance for it to go through.
Early first round win there for the Quakes.
Yep.
Mainly Pebble. That was a great start for Pebble there. Gets the 3 kill. Oh, he's actually going to upgrade.
Yep. I think a lot of people are on this time for the Quakes here. Going with the Spectres, it seems more so. Eruptions are going to hit him with the classic... let's go B time.
Didn't work the first time. Let's go B.
What's after A? B.
Ooh.
You know?
No, not this map.
Does Pebble have a Sheriff? Oh, I guess he could probably pick up a Sheriff from last round.
Yeah, I believe he picked up a Sheriff.
Ooh, Rafa
round.
With the Ares kill.
There's Vapor with another great kill, and Maybe they should try C next round, because B is not going well, and they're going to get flanked here by this Reyna.
Yep, they're going to swap to Haven really quick and then go there.
They actually did get the kill on Sarkeesian, who was going for the flank.
Yep. They're going to link here. Vapor does have a great flank. This is looking pretty doomed here for Ellie.
Right click.
Yep.
Yeah, quiet. Vapor gets the 4-piece. I mean, the Quakes, this new team feels like the same old team, though, right? Just absolutely dominating early. And the double 5-man stack didn't work, but now, guns should be a bit more even this time.
We should see basically a pretty full round here for the Eruptions. They actually have an advantage since they will, playing against Spectres more so from the bonus. I think.
I'm curious. They have the Jet kind of. Corkles is wanting to make a play, maybe even just feign they're going B, and then everyone else is going to hard stack A. I'm curious how long these A4 will wait for Corkles to make a play, right? And try and give away that we're not going A.
Yep. The Viper utilities all going out. They have some smokes and stuff. Playing pretty close to that smoke. I guess they kind of figured out last time. Doesn't shoot a bullet, but that's okay. They had honestly the thought was there. That was close.
That's exactly they get a
caught in the utility.
Yep.
Yeah.
Well, here comes Pebble. Sheriff at a dream.
Spectre?
He had one. I think he passed it to a teammate.
He said, Sheriff's more than enough for me. It's okay.
I don't need anything else.
Yep.
He's got to break down the door first. Corkles is going to know. You see Corkles look at the door. Drones coming in. Nice smoke, but unfortunately it was behind Corkles there, who gets a great pick.
The blind just barely missed.
One enemy remaining.
The paranoia.
Jet's going airborne. Corkles gets the headshot.
Hey, great round. Get them on the board. Eruptions. And only lost one, so they're going to keep 4 of their guns, which is the most important thing when you win that round, because your eco is actually going to be pretty okay if you lose this next round.
Yeah, Ellie the only one who got taken out there, so they'll have to rebuy. Everyone else, as you said, should be good to go. We already got the Seekers available for the Quakes. I'm curious how fast Vapor's going to want to use them just to get them on cooldown. We talked about this a lot in our last match, where the Monsoons were just cycling the Killjoy ult, using it every time, so they got 3 uses
there was like 3 uses and a half, which is fantastic.
Yeah, I'd love to see an early Seekers here if I'm the Quakes.
What? Okay.
Yeah, kind of interesting. Ooh. Sarkeesian. They're going to try it. Yep, there's the Seekers that do come out.
Yeah, they... Oh, he's going to die from behind. Yeah. That was bold. Granted, I guess they didn't see the Seekers go left yet, but whoa.
Yeah, I think they were trying to follow the Seekers and just get some value, which is a nice attempt.
This is a pretty risky spot from Rafa because you actually can shoot through that, so...
There's no flank from anybody else.
Does get one, though.
Ooh, nice double kill there.
Wow.
That changes everything this round.
Eruptions are really taking over this A site consistently.
After that first round where everything went south on A, they have, as you said, they've absolutely dominated. Despite the fact that, as you mentioned, they just kind of stared at that recon dart, which I thought was interesting.
Yeah, they were just like, they literally just hit him with the, like,
cool.
Sure. Hey, we're going A.
Yeah, you guys know. Congratulations.
Yeah.
All right,
okay, 2-2. Yeah.
And I think maybe one more buy round.
No, they bought last round. I'm pretty sure because they were like they had very low econ last round.
They had one Spectre at least early. I don't know if that player ended up getting talked out of it. No, we'll get a Spectre and a Bucky.
Well, they should be able to buy next round, and if not, gonna have some interesting choices.
I'm curious. Yeah, I'm curious. I think it was the Sage for the Quakes who upgraded to the Spectre. No. So they need to get. I think that's Ellie needs to get some decent value here.
Oh,
Vapor gets taken out immediately.
Eruptions are kind of stagnant right now for this B push, but they've been doing a really good job of all going at the smoke at once, kind of covering different options, rather than just kind of having one by one where someone just gets an easy 3K or something like that. So I have enjoyed that so far.
I don't know if you're.
Oh, wow.
That was a really good shock dart start.
I think if Ellie didn't hit him, he actually would have died anyway. Still, the double shock dart.
Now they get full control of B.
Yep, looking pretty good here.
They even have the Killjoy hanging out in the back in case a crazy flank comes through from somebody on the Quakes, which they're all hanging out right outside of spawn. Oh, that was a great recon dart, finding Sarkeesian. You just can't peek into a Bucky. It's about the only mistake you can make here.
Yep. Oh, Pryor's good at breaking himself and say hello.
Interesting. I don't know why Rafa would back away there with the Bucky. I guess was scared somebody was going to flank him.
I think they were trying to like break it by being far. We've seen that a couple times. I think the first round they did the same thing in Garden, where they kind of knifed the door until it was about like red or like really red, and then backed up and then shot it once to open it. So then they have like I think they have like the surprise, I guess, right? They can't just get like
can't just get
yeah
shot. It's a good attempt. They do get a full buy this round though.
Yep. 3-2. Eruptions here doing a great job on this attack now after that first 2 rounds going off. But, you know, we do see that a lot. Sometimes you win that first round, you're most likely to win the second one. So
get a nice recon. Dart doesn't look like it finds anything. Sarkeesian is in a great spot. And immediately there's that attacker Killjoy that's going to go down. They do not have the Hunter's Fury for the Quakes to be able to answer this either.
Yeah. Ooh, Vapor just going. It's a big pick, though. I think they're going to be stuck.
They are, yeah. Vapor is going to be detained. Killjoy might get a peek onto this because they're so far back.
Some great shock darts coming out.
Ooh, Sarkeesian in Descent over there hanging
I
up.
was saying, we have Empress up, so I was like, I'm pretty sure Empress should be... Okay, wow, great.
Trying to spray through the floor down there into hell.
I like that. Like, that's a good spot to kind of hold them at bay rather than playing for like the lineups option. Oh, they do get 2 here.
Oh, nice ghost. Just...
honestly, I do respect that. Like, literally just trying to, like, go behind them when they're invisible is pretty interesting. So that's pretty funny. And there we go.
Ends up winnerking out. The Quakes did win the round.
3-3. That was great. Honestly, great job from Quakes. Kind of waited out the Killjoy ultimate, played their angles, took their time for the retake, and it worked out.
Look at our first op of the game for Corkles here. Get our attacking op.
We do. Hey, the attack op today has been quite.
It's been powerful.
Yeah, it's been a great job. So I guess we'll kind of see if they can kind of live up to what we've been seeing.
And if they can take out Vapor too, who's a player we've seen a ton of in the esports tower, bouncing around from rosters. They've got already off to a great start. Ooh, Corkle's gonna peek him. Saw him for a moment there. Here comes the dog. It's immediately opt.
Now they know the op exists, though. Oh, Pryor with the Odin kill. We love that. Haven't seen Odin in a little while.
I was gonna say, we were so used to Sova Odins, and we haven't seen it in a while. So I do like that. Look at all those ults up for the eruptions in case things go south. They have everything but the Killjoy ult. I don't think they'll need to use any this round, though. I think the Reyna ult might be an awful choice just to secure the round for them. I'm curious what they want to do. They've been playing this pretty slow. Ooh, Devout gets a great pick there on B.
Some great shots.
Ooh, they're going to get a great chance to kill Vapor. Ooh. Unfortunately, just a little bit too aggressive, but they still get the plant down regardless.
Yep. And now they're going to have a 3v4 scenario with the Viper's pick coming out from the eruptions, so it should be a pretty... Oh. Okay.
All right, Corkles.
Nice shot. Oh, that was really close to their head right there. Just barely missed. A little bit left.
Oh, I like this from Descent. I'm curious if they'll push. I think they might want to just so that their eco stays lined up. Maybe? I don't think anyone's pushing that way.
Oh, okay.
Saves them.
That was some great shooting coming from the sides of eruptions right there. Let's go.
Oh, man. I think that might have been a 1 HP save. That was incredible.
Yeah, that was. Hey, they got it though. Yeah, that's all that matters.
And that's a huge win because they saved so. I mean, obviously, they wouldn't have had to rebuy the op. They're right there, but they don't have to rebuy a Vandal. That is a huge save in terms of credits for the eruption.
And LA does have the Empress here. They've been doing a pretty good on their attack A. I don't think they're going to be going... Actually, they just went B last round. That's...
I think you look A for value and C, maybe what you can get. Is this... I mean, you've got only 2 over there. Corkle's holding down mid in case anyone wants to rotate. They've also had these really delayed pushes, right? Like, you can see the Soba for the eruptions is so far back. On the other side there, basically just trying to hold down mid and be a distraction. It's kind of interesting.
And re-smoking. Doing a good job there.
Another smoke.
I think he misses them with the paranoia, but scares them. Oh, good angle.
Pop. Oh, Rafa gets 2. I don't know if that was blind or not. Immediately whips around.
I think it was like he knew they were there, and he had the angle because he had it from Cat, right? So you have that entire archway to shoot through, and it's really hard to actually dodge that. I always like when Sovas kind of play that angle because it's a really good Hunter's Fury value. And Corkles gets 2 with this operator.
Wow.
And they're going back A.
I'm curious if Corkles pops the knives here just to give them like a close range option. Oh. Rafa's on the other side of that Viper wall.
Oh, so patient.
Oh, Corkles denies the ace. Gets taken out by a descent, though. Oh, that was yeah, you said great patience there. Great patience from Rafa.
Just kind of was waiting for. I think it seemed like he was kind of waiting for the plant like sound cue to make his move because I think he knew they had an op, and so I think that was like, okay, well my best spot is probably when they're planting, just because obviously worst case scenario you find their information. So
I'm shocked that Corkles didn't want to pop the knives there and have like a close range option.
I think they're just confident with the operator there,
Never hurts. They're going to rebuy their op. It'll be Descent running the Sage op there. Just the free one, of course. I would assume.
The free one. Oh.
Where's the Hunter's Fury coming out for the Eruption? Just straight down B.
Gets him. Does get one. That's pretty big.
It does get one, as you said, but they have 3 people looking that way. They also had a great recon dart there.
They'll also
That's a great lineup. That was cross map.
Those are always fun. I'm telling you, some players are great. They find some cool stuff, especially when maps like first come out. So you double bounce off this spot, off of this marker.
If you line up right here, so a third of your screen is shaded.
This dark pixel will help you line it up.
Yeah, take a permanent Sharpie out and put a dot on your monitor right here.
Okay.
They do get spike. They should get a free plant.
Corkle still has knives. I don't know when they'll kind of pop it. Seems like it's not at this point because it's 4-1.
Ellie hasn't popped the Empress yet. Yeah.
I mean, maybe there hasn't been a reason to because, honestly, it doesn't seem like Ellie on the Reyna has really been entering too hard.
Yeah.
I think, if they're looking to reset and stuff like that, they can pop it. But, honestly, they haven't really had an opportunity. It seems like Quakes each round are kind of just losing one by one more than anything else. It seems like, they're kind of getting picked left and right here and there rather than like, they're pushing or something as a team and kind of losing that, which kind of feels bad sometimes.
Hey,
oh my
look at
gosh.
that. That would have been huge for Ellie.
Did he no-scope him?
I think
it looked like.
Did. Okay, we get the replay here. I want to
like
see
they
this.
Just straight no-scoped him and just
I was about to say, like, the op's not getting value. You tried. Here we go. Corkles, I like this just random wall flick, by the way. Let's see this. Yeah.
Oh, my God.
The no-scope. Just who needs to aim? Who needs
That's a fantastic shot, honestly. That's pretty great. Granted, once the other person figures that out, that's pretty tilting. But
yeah, the other person's going to say, what? Are you kidding
Imagine you hit him
me?
with like the NT, or the nice the NS, like the nice shot.
Nice shot.
And then they're like, what?
Oh. Come on, Pebble. It is an eco round here for the Quakes, so I'd assume they're just going to hold. They do get the plant down immediately on A. So you're just looking for a couple picks here if you're the Quakes. You don't need to win this. You just need to deny some eco.
A lot of back and forth coming from these teams. 5-4. It's pretty close here. Corkles is actually destroying on this op.
We have seen some great jet ops tonight.
Yeah, and I guess today was just op week.
Rafa does end up getting the elimination on the Corkles, who barely missed.
Nice shot. Okay.
Ellie's going to pick up. There's the Empress. Finally popped there over in Garden. On a pistol round, no less. But maybe it was needed as they get one onto Sarkeesian and can immediately flip over to Descent.
Healed back from Empress right there.
Rafa with the 4 HP. Just going to run away. Oh! 2 people end up going down to that spike. That's huge. And then Ellie
picks it up.
Doesn't really matter, of course, because they just had
the 3-piece. I'm just sorry.
Some extra credits.
Nice.
Already popping off.
All right, 4-6 here for the Eruption side. If they can get, obviously they get 2 more, that's pretty big. And also the same way for Quakes. We have a 6-6 potentially. This half has been pretty close overall. It doesn't have, the rounds haven't been 2-1 favored in any way, except for like maybe 1 to 2 rounds. But overall, it's been some really great rounds, some great plays, and overall, it's a great match so far.
Yeah, this has been a fantastic matchup between these two teams that we haven't got to see too much of. They're just going to hard push B. Seekers do come out. Sarkeesian gets a great first pick. They immediately pick up 2 more. Finally, NLV gets some value, but it's a 2v4. They'll at least get the spike down for some credits.
Yep.
So they can buy in the final round. No, they stopped the plant. No, you just got to finish the plant. Don't cost your team credits.
But the kill that you don't get.
I think everyone can still buy. Corkles is the one I'm worried about because they bought an op last round.
Should be okay.
Oh, they have enough for another op. All right.
Yes, they've won like what? I think that's their second or. Oh wait, no, yeah, you're right.
They just lost that. Yeah, they didn't have a loss bonus. I was a little concerned without getting the spike down, they wouldn't be able to full buy. I don't know if they
or a lot of armor maybe.
No, they got.
Yeah, they do.
Buy.
All right,
wow.
we got 2 ops here on the side of each team.
Woohoo!
Operator once again going to Descent.
Descent. I would call it Descent. Yeah,
yeah.
Descent. And if you get another no scope, I mean, I respect it.
Yeah,
right?
that would be a little crazy. Don't try for him though. You know,
aim down sight, please.
I think it was like a
They're coming.
Yeah, we're shooting it.
Oh, are you gonna? No, Corkles. Okay.
Okay, we're good.
We've seen too many jets go airborne. Ooh, nice dodge. Gonna just.
Oh, it was they were ready for it.
They were ready. Oh, Descent's right there on the other side.
That always, I'm not gonna lie, that always is tragic for the knives on each party side. It always just doesn't feel good.
Ooh.
Okay.
Not able to find anything.
I like the try for the Hunter's Fury, although because it's the last round, but although it does seem to
and
miss.
Corkles won that op battle, by the way, up in heaven. I
wouldn't doubt it. Corkles is doing a fantastic job with it. So
Corkles has got a clutch here. No knives in op.
Planning. They just now planted. There's been some really late bomb plants.
Uh-oh.
Oh.
They have a lineup. They have 1 HP. These have to be the best lineups they've ever had in their life.
I think that was a little early for the second one. Okay, yeah.
Yeah,
good try. I like the lineups. That's a safe option because, you know, you can shoot them. So.
Yeah, I mean, they had to do that. They had 1 HP. They weren't bringing much value to the team with 1 HP, unfortunately. Besides some good lineups. Those were great lineups. As you said, probably just a bit too early.
Yep.
And they were able to dodge them. All right, 6-6 at the half.
Yeah.
Very fitting for these two teams who want to spot in the grand finals for the first time. And as you said, no team's really had an advantage. It's been pretty back and forth, honestly, and most of the rounds have been down to the wire like we just saw.
Exactly. So I want to see the attacks that come from the Quakes here. Eruptions played pretty aggressive overall. They kind of always committed to something. They didn't play too much default. Mid also has been almost not used at all in any of these rounds. Even for like a split A push, they didn't even do that. They didn't even do cat splits or anything like that. Great Viper one way going on over there for that. Ooh, great dart. I don't think it sees them though.
I don't believe so.
Dart coming in from Rafa. I've seen the sight.
Did not see anything else. Ooh, Corkles is the first elimination. Does get traded out though for a Descent.
Yep. Close. Let's see if they can get the. Yep, they do get. Oh, and they take sight.
Take the whole thing.
Quakes have 2 people low. Eruptions could possibly do this. They just need a couple picks here. Great Sage Wall. They now know that both of them are there.
No one's going to flank through Market. They're just going to force them to come through. Nice shot by Ellie. Gets the healing.
Yep, I'll say that. It's definitely doable. They have 1 more healing too, so they get 1 more. They can kind of get it going.
Oh, but they did not expect Vapor to be right behind them.
It's a great peak timing for Vapor there, just waiting for them all to kind of slow play it, look right, and blah, blah.
Vapor has been dominating on this sky.
And just like that, Quakes up 7-6.
I'm curious how the Quakes will. They're just going to go to B. They just ran through B last time as well, which I thought was the most impressive.
And it looks like they're just going to do it again.
Yeah, they're just like, you know
they said, well, that worked. Let's go again. And you know what? I don't blame them.
They're only going to have to go into 2 as well because 3 members of the Eruption are sitting on A, though it does look like Corkles might look for a mid play here.
They should have the Killjoy over here at least to be able to defend it with at least like a turret or something like that. The turret does a great job of you can kind of put it on that wall there and it's really hard to shoot.
And the Killjoy peeked A, now running back towards B. Rafa's looking for a mid play. I don't think he saw Corkles. Oh, this is a great spot from Pryor. We've seen some people have a huge success here because they don't check it. Oh, turned around to shoot the dart, unfortunately, and gave his position away.
And here we go. Quakes once again getting full control of this B site, doing a great job. Just kind of going crazy. Gets another one. Sark.
Oh, this one, it's all up to him. Okay, how about that? Right back in the lead.
Quakes
Flawless.
are kind of on a roll. Granted, obviously, it was second round, so just eco.
Full buy here for the Eruptions. Quakes just play the bonus, I would assume, with their 4 Spectres and a Judge. Now they're going to go back over to A. I'm curious. I mean, you can see the Eruptions are heavily fortifying B. And this can win you games if you can figure out the mind game of when you keep pushing a site and when you swap.
Yep. Also, Corkles did not have enough for an op there. Just to note, Corkles was doing a fantastic job on the op in the first half of the game. Defending now, they do not have an op. So kind of going to see more of those rifle skills. And it looks like Rafa has a lineup, but kind of holding it this time.
Waiting for... I'm not sure what. Nobody on the Quakes is pushing.
They're both just kind of like, okay.
Everyone's like,
there we go.
Oh, here we go.
Oh.
Oh, that is a good lineup.
Does that see them, though? I don't think it does. I think they missed it a little bit.
Oh, yeah, they didn't.
There we go.
They had
Corkles.
no idea Corkles was there.
Once again, just kind of starting off with a bang. They're literally trying to snipe with the Judge. Probably did maybe 2 damage to them.
Yeah, I don't think.
I mean, at least they shot. Like, you know.
Yeah, at least they tried. I'll give them that. But, yeah, I'm very curious how much damage they actually did.
I would say maximum 10.
I feel like 10.
Max.
Yeah, 5 was what I was going to
Because, like, they were so far. And they did hit. You could see them, they hit. But it was like, it's one of those things where you see, like, you know, like 7 damage for, like, you know, 15 shots.
Like 7. What's happening there? All right, let's see if the Eruption can tie this one back. They're going, ooh, kind of a 3-1 or 2-1-2 here for the Quakes. Maybe trying to force 2 mid and catch Corkles off guard.
Corkles. Okay.
That's huge. The Quakes took a ton of damage, by the way.
That's true.
Sage is, not Sage, sorry. Sky is almost dead, and Reyna did get the healing. I think Reyna got the Sage healing. Uh-oh. But you got to win those, unfortunately.
Pebble getting some picks, doing a great job. Exactly what the Quakes need right now. Getting, you know, 2 picks at the beginning of the round. It makes it pretty hard for them. Shock Dart lineup. Oh, that's pretty cool for Ult Orb. If only they actually went for it and they weren't just pushing you right now.
But nobody knows he's there with that Odin. Oh, does get blinded.
Flashed. They do know that someone is there because of the Sky audible Q.
Oh no! Oh no!
Did they not see it? He like jumped on him. Oh my gosh!
They knew someone was there.
Honestly, Pryor, that's awesome.
That's the best play I've ever seen.
Like, what?
Like, they get the audible cue that they've been blinded. They know someone's there, right there.
But the thing is like right here, like, there's no way he doesn't see him in his peripherals, right?
I would assume, I don't. Pryor, hey, I mean, he mastered the, nobody can see if you just stand still, I guess, right?
You know what? That's true. You can't see me if I close my eyes. That's true.
If I can't see you, you can't see me.
Exactly. Yep.
What a play from Pryor.
Yeah, I mean, that's exactly what they needed to get in, like, you know, basically kind of keep this game going. It's now 8-8. This is a fantastic game going back and forth here.
Corkles does have the op now.
Oh, that's good. Corkles, I'm not going to lie, has been popping off with the op. Did it pretty good with the, like jump peek. Jump peeks are really good. People do not do them enough. It is very hard to actually shoot someone when you... What? Shot. Huh?
What a shock dart.
Was it a double shock dart lineup? Or
I didn't even get to see it. We just saw them die.
All right. Oh, it should be a good molly.
Ooh.
Nice. Yep. They didn't see them, at least 2, I think.
They're going to be forced to reset, and unfortunately Corkles did leave mid, but Ellie is there, but I don't think anyone's going to check. Oh, Pebble, or Rafa, excuse me. Nice jump peek. Except Ellie now knows exactly where you're going.
Yep.
I'm curious if they check mid-link here. Because they should have got the call out that, hey, Ellie's right there.
I think Ellie's going to find them.
Pop the Empress?
Yep, maybe.
Pop the Empress?
Oh,
no.
My. Okay, if they go past Pryor here and he gets like at like 2 kills, I don't know. They're gonna be like the next couple weeks of practice is gonna be check your corners, check your corners, check your corners, check your corners.
Oh no!
Oh no!
He walked past him. I wanted the knife, but he takes the smart kill.
Oh.
Okay, Descent with nice headshot. I don't think they're gonna get the plan.
I would say I think Pryor was like, I guess I just take this one because no one else is coming. But at the same time, he's like, wait, where's everyone else?
I like picking up a couple guns, saving your team some credits. I can't believe that another Pryor is just invincible. I think you're right. I think the Quakes next week, especially if they lose this, are gonna say, let's talk about peeking corners.
I would say, and it's not even that Pryor is literally like he's not like popping off like by any means. I think Cortals is doing a pretty good job of that, but like just getting kills like that is actually so good, just because especially on the defense side, getting that one and even finding Spike is really good for your team information wise. Corkles is basically holding down this mid from now on. I think. Oh, that's okay. Happens.
They tried.
Yep. Oh, we're going to see a lot in A main right now. It does not seem like they're going for that split. They said, nope, we're going to try to hit him with the Eruption style, which is just 5-manning, forcing it down.
There's a Sova lineup cross map here for...
Oh, Dog comes out.
Oh, Ellie gets one. That is a huge pick. Viper Wall going to go down as well. Corkles gets another one. Ellie through the smoke.
Oh, Ellie's been doing a great job with that timing.
Did Corkles knife Rafa through the wall?
The Viper Wall maybe.
Yeah, like the jet knife, not an actual knife.
I didn't see it fully.
Wall.
I'll say you should not be giving that to Ellie.
Yeah, give it to Corkles. Give Corkles the op.
Yep.
Oh, and now that we get the awkward. Well, you get one buy.
Yep. Looks like another save round coming in. So if Eruptions win this, I think this is pretty.
This is huge if they can win this.
Pretty favored towards them. It'd be the 11.
11-8. They get one more buy round, basically. Pryor's had some fantastic.
Great dart. Doesn't see him, though. Maybe we can get a kind of a good pick here from the front lines from Sark.
Oh, there's Ellie with another
trade.
pick. Let's get traded.
Little Guardian. Oh, my gosh. Pryor actually pulls up the Odin and, like, sits holding it.
Oh, Hunter's Fury coming through from the Eruption. I think trying to snipe the res. Yep.
Seekers are up here.
We haven't seen Seekers in a while.
I think they just got him.
You probably want to launch him here. Pryor is just going to say no one comes through B.
Yep.
Maybe catch him while they're
wait
reloading.
The poison off and then use util, possibly.
Oh, just missed Pebbles teleporting away. Right behind Devour. I don't know if Devour knows that Pebble's there. I don't think he does.
Yep.
This is a great spot.
Nice shot there.
Gets the
Okay, I'm gonna be honest. This game is called corners because there's been a lot of people just holding good corners and then just not checking left or right. Oh, that'd have been a nice shot.
Didn't know that Pebble was behind them. Oh, it's coming down to a 1v1. All this action for a 1v1.
Nice. Shuts the door.
Fakes
Guardian. Oh, nice headshot. Yeah.
That is a huge round for the Quakes.
Wait, plant them more money.
Where we're going, we don't need credits, Red Hots.
Well, I mean, kinda. It'd be nice.
Oh, they're gonna win the next 4.
Yeah. No, you're right.
No doubt in my mind. Pebble wins this round, by the way. Pebble gets 2 huge kills that nobody knew he was there. If Pebble doesn't get that teleport off, they lose. Hands down. Huge shout out to Pebble for making that play.
Seems like Pebbles is playing in the shadows there a little bit, doing a great job. Honestly, just doing a fantastic job. Just like I said, holding corners and just getting a lot of kills. Okay, I think. Oh wow, still gets hit. Pryor just barely outside that molly range is once again holding a corner. Do you think Omen? Think Pebble falls for it twice? We will see.
Don't think so. It does
Oh,
look,
that would have been a sick shot.
Great Lear. They just spray him through the smoke. They take that op away.
Dash was up, but I guess they kind of just, you know, don't know if I dash backwards, just like that for safeness. So.
We get an Empress pop by Sark and the Viper Pit pop for the Eruptions. Ellie has not used the Empress. I feel like I could, you know, go for an Empress right now from Ellie in a 4v4. But you know what? Why Empress when you can just simply kill people? How'd they find Vega there? That's kind of interesting.
Yep.
Defender Killjoy comes out. They do have the Hunter's Fury from the Quakes, so they want to take care of it.
It's been, yeah, I'd say that's doing a pretty good job. They are going to get him off the site here. Going to push him back. I don't know. Oh, wow, gets one.
I don't think anyone's going to be able to check that, though, in time, unfortunately.
Just Prior's team. Well, they have 30 seconds. They got to go pretty fast to this bomb site. It seems like they're already pretty close, but they have no one there.
Did Descent just shoot?
I don't think so.
I thought I saw a bullet come out. Maybe not.
Descent is taking their time despite having actual no time.
You got to play here, Descent.
Oh, my God. Prior is literally just like a lurking, he's just a lurk legend. Like, he just is lurking everywhere.
Ooh, Molly just a tad.
Yeah, that sucks. Almost got a good bounce.
Well, Prior goes down. It's all up to the Vault with the Odin. They know he's there.
Okay, knows where he is now. Oh.
Great job by Rafa.
So that's where Rafa really wins there.
10-10?
Yeah, this is a great game from both sides. And the crazy thing is, though, is nothing extraordinarily big is happening for each team. What I mean by that is these rounds are actually pretty long.
Yeah.
Each side's playing almost default like together, if that makes sense. One will get a pick, the other one will get a pick. And like it's kind of like a very even game, which is pretty cool to see.
Yeah.
Quake's kind of started with some pretty fast attacks, I think, early on. And have kind of started slowing down for a little bit default. I still think mid has been pretty open for the most part. A couple tries maybe, but they've been like their split is more so just either A main or B main. Do not like marketplace or anything like that. Oh my gosh, Prior is pushing out of B by himself. By the way, there's really no one else there except for this market play.
Yeah, that was a bit. Ooh.
Sometimes you gotta love your craft and really try to get a good spot.
Sometimes you just you know you live in the shadows. You just have to go for it, right? Like I am a ninja. No one can see me. Believe.
Pebble. Like, so there's the there was not a trade allied.
Pebble gets almost taken out, but does have the healing from one of their members. I think it was the Sage that got the healing. Oh, they get a great blind.
So it seems like Quakes heard me here and said, "Oh, here's our mid play."
Mid blind. It's all up to Devour.
Could you imagine if that right click hit?
They get taken out. They get the plant down. And look like that. The Quakes are in command. And
11-10.
I don't know if they are going to get one more buy off. I didn't know if they're going to have enough for a buy.
Ellie with the 25K, I believe I saw comparatively for their team numbers.
25 kills, 1 Empress.
Yes, I think someone was. Yeah, true. So I think someone was close. We do have Hunter's Fury out and the Seekers. I think last time we had a really good Hunter's Fury come out from the Quake side. So hopefully we can kind of see that again if they want to close out this game. Pretty sure Eruptions, if they lose this round, they're actually pretty bad on Eco.
Yeah, they are not in a good spot.
I don't think that sees anything.
I don't think it does either.
I think it's too low.
Yeah, cause I don't think Rafa is getting the notification that they're there.
You hear the sound and also like the body coming red.
Yeah, I don't think they're getting the body.
I don't think it's seeing, Which is like, can you imagine? It's like, all right, side's clear.
Push up, nobody's there. You just get gunned down.
Close, right?
Yeah, they've listened to you a little bit. At least we kind of got some mid attempts.
Yeah.
Vapors going mid. There's the Seekers that do come out.
We do have the Hunter's Fury still, but the Hunter's Fury Sova is the farthest one up.
Ooh, they trade
Rafa,
one
nice.
for one.
One's in heaven here.
Taking out Corkles is huge for the team. Gonna see Ellie there.
I don't think so.
Ellie does get a
pick. Imagine just the rip, like the Skyfall Hunter's Fury, where you're just shooting up.
It would work.
It looked pretty cool. Uh-oh.
Rafa's down there all alone. Somebody's got a check down there, though.
Oh, doesn't get the transfer.
I thought he was going to get this. What can Vapor do?
Nice.
Gets one. Oh, looks for the flash on the Prior. Barely finds
just holding.
it.
That's smart.
Just hold the defuse.
Prior did a great job there as like the teammate that you're kind of holding the crossfire. You just need to make sure that you hold that angle. Don't peek unless they jump down. And that's exactly what they did.
11-11, maybe overtime here.
A little bit of ogre time, yeah.
See who wins this next round. It's hard to say who I feel like is favored going into these rounds.
There's like no momentum on each side. Like, it really feels like each round is kind of just like the biggest. I mean, honestly, this is like the biggest like player difference, right? In terms of not one person carrying or anything like that. It's more so that if a player gets 2 kills here, it's gonna make a huge difference.
Yep,
and that can go for anyone. So a lot on the line to kind of see who steps up. I would say, and in a situation like this, this is a very close game, and so this is when people either step up here. So
I honestly am expecting Ellie to just rip the Empress and get like a 5K.
That is
they've been dropping so many kills without the Empress.
Let's line up here. Prior's got some cool stuff.
We've had these Sobas have had some cool things.
Okay.
What do you got, Prior?
There it is. Yep, the 3 power into the 2 power, so they line up. Oh!
Great job on the alt.
Wait, where'd the other one go?
I think it landed right in front of that one. I think we were following the second one. It looked like he double shock orbed the alt. Shock arrow the alt orb.
Yeah.
But just couldn't.
That was close. I mean, it's crazy. Like when you see all the angles, I mean, sometimes you're like, you shoot that and you're like, dang it. But like, there's a lot of times you see that and you're like, wait, that was actually like really close. Ooh.
Prior did get in a fight, by the way. He's at 48 with no armor. I don't know who ended up shooting him.
Prior also doing Prior things though, and hiding in the corner and staying. I am not moving.
Yeah, I know.
Right, that's what I'm like right there.
Cover me, NLV. I'm not moving.
They look left. Okay. Prior's
don't give your position away, Prior.
Oh, he got one though.
He did.
He knows where they are now.
Oh
what?
No!
Huh?
I don't. One enemy remaining.
Okay.
What?
Is Prior invisible or like
he killed someone and then we watched?
Maybe he got a kill through the smoke when we didn't see it or something like that, and then they just didn't know. But like, I feel like you'd be able to hear it.
Oh my!
I'm telling you, Prior. This guy just holds those. I mean, I'm not gonna lie. If I played against Prior, I'd be like, yo, can you stop? But I mean, that just shows you though. Check your corners.
People like Prior are the reason I hate Valor, right? Like, I don't want to check every corner in the map's existence for people like Prior.
You gotta be disciplined. And Prior's taking advantage of that, honestly.
Exactly.
Like, that's the type of thing that you like. People flame. They're just like, wow, way to stay in the corner, but like, it works. So who's like the actual one at fault?
You don't check every corner.
I think it paused. Maybe?
Yeah, it does look like we got a pause at 1 second.
Yeah. Seems so. So, yeah. Great game so far, though.
Fantastic. I think it was funny. I was looking at the chat. Prior said he got jump scared. I don't know who jump scared him. He's the guy out here jump scaring everybody.
I mean, I think he did, though, because I think he's like, well, they know where I am. At least in his head.
They're going to shoot me. Ooh,
okay, they have doubles Hunter's Fury here. I think Hunter's Fury is pretty good in a bottleneck for this B push if he just rips. Obviously, they're going to need a little bit of information first. They do see one. Yep.
There it is.
Does he have a good angle, though? I think he hit one.
He did hit one. He did hit the sky.
Okay.
Did not hit anything else.
Oh,
I like this hard rotation, but
the corners look right.
There it is.
There it is. Okay, Ellie's been holding this one for about 5 rounds now. Not really, but it's funny.
Maybe that's why they hold it.
Yeah, it's okay. We just like teasing.
They're top fragging. Ooh,
nice.
Well, they do get the revive.
Yep.
Ooh, NLV should know where that revive is.
This is a big round. This could be the potential game here for the Eruptions.
Yeah, the Eruptions need this.
Oh, does get another one. Just great pick.
There's triple alt up for the Quakes.
Oh, nice.
Prior this time in plain sight. There's NLV with one more.
It's 4-1.
Sark. You got an Empress here. Yep.
Doesn't use the flash, but it's okay. I mean, overall, great game.
That was fantastic.
I mean, fantastic.
Again, one of the best games. Best game of the night for sure in terms of in pure closeness between these two teams. Eruptions get it done, but this Quakes team, again, new Quakes lineup, looking very, very strong.
Yep.
Some great individual performances that game as well.
Yeah.
Honestly, as we wrap things up, so we know the Eruptions will be in the grand finals. Before we get to that, though, we do want to remind people that if you want to be seen by expert college recruiters, talk directly to esports industry insiders like pro athletes, team general managers, game producers, join the club. Esports Tower players get insider access to industry insights with our featured Rumbles recruiter taking notice as well. For exposure, to start your path to pro, or if you want to land a collegiate scholarship, take a look at our bracket here because I think we're going to have some very unique games. So we do know the Eruptions are in the grand finals, and then we'll have Monsoons and Landslides next Monday, and then our grand finals. This is tough. I mean, you picked the Landslides at the start of the night.
Yep.
Now that we've seen all of the teams left, are you going to change your pick, or do you still like Landslides going into next week?
No, I'm just gonna lock them in. Why not?
All right.
I will say, whoever plays the Quake or whoever plays the Eruptions really need to make sure that they're checking their corners.
Yeah.
I think even viewers at home learned something today of make sure you're always checking your corners, or you could do the opposite and you could be the person doing that, where you're just holding a corner and being like, well, until they check a corner, I'm sitting here. So. Some great games today, though, overall, I would say. The Landsides looked pretty good today, I will say. Comparatively to other teams, they won in the biggest fashion.
Yeah.
Other than that, though, it was a great game. So I think it was a great job today.
Now we transition to our ICCU player of the night. I mean, I have like 3 members who are probably deserving, one from each team.
Yeah.
If you have anyone in particular in mind, Red Hots, I am free to let you take it. I've got one from each game, and then, of course, I think Pryor deserves a nomination just for the heck of it.
I think Froyo, right, is his name? For the opera.
Yes.
Yeah,
Froyo. Yeah.
I think they did a fantastic job. They were like the big reason they were kind of getting stuff going. I mean, they didn't win, I don't think so.
No.
But overall, I think they did a great job over there. I think this last game, honestly, last game, I think that was the only biggest thing that stood out. Or Prestige.
Yeah,
Prestige did a fantastic job on that Reina today, really coming in the Landsides and making sure that, hey, I'm back, kind of adding that to that team. So I would say Prestige, honestly, overall, in terms of like a winning MVP candidate, or I guess ICCU.
Yeah.
So.
I think the one person from that last game, I just don't think we saw them saw a lot of their kills would be Ellie, would be my guess from that last game, because they were top frag. I think they were close to 30 at the end of the game.
Yeah.
So, but we didn't see their kills. They're getting them off screen. So Ellie would probably Froyo and Prestige, one from each game would probably. I agree with you. Of course, I think Pryor. I also want to nominate just because like they taught us the most tonight.
Yeah.
Let's find out who it is going to be, and it looks like it's going to be Prestige. Totally deserved. They took a few weeks off. As you and I have crafted, they bust through the door, absolutely jacked, and said, lock me, Reina, we're going in.
Yeah, I think Prestige definitely just came back, and I think that was kind of what the Landsides was missing, was another aggressor, like with Memphis, to kind of get things going, get a lot of first bloods, or even just like, in those moments, get some really big kills and stuff like that. I think you kind of need something like that, at least in the sort of Landslides. They always had like that, obviously Memphis is the jet player on that team. But I think Prestige did a great job of being that secondary duelist and making it happen. So I think it's a really hard thing to do sometimes to play that like duelist role. But did a great job today. Honestly, well deserved.
Yeah, you and I have been talking about for the last few weeks. When Prestige comes back, this Landslides is a different team, and they showed it tonight, as you said. Probably the most dominating win of the night. They'll take on the Monsoons in our semifinal next week, and then they will have a date. Whoever wins that will have a date with the Eruptions. But congratulations to Prestige, ICCU Player of the Night, brought to you by Idaho Central Credit Union. It's a great player, makes the team more successful. It's like Idaho Central's helping members achieve financial success. Prestige racks up another ICCU Player of the Night award. Well, prepare to close this one out, Red Hots. Your final thoughts on our 3 Valorant matches tonight and where we sit going into next week's grand finals.
Fantastic. I mean, honestly, like I said, there's all 3 games, and even the game that was like 12 or 13-6, it wasn't that big of a blowout in terms of like there were still interesting rounds and stuff like that. So I think today was just a really good overall. I think my question I was talking about earlier of like, hey, how I want to see kind of how people are going to do today as teamwork and stuff like that. We saw some really good teamwork, especially the Monsoons. The Monsoons did a really good job of showing some great attacks coming in there. So I can't wait for that match next week with the Landsides versus Monsoons, and overall the grand finals versus the Eruptions. So
yeah, I cannot wait to see how next week goes. I think Pryor is going to have a great time in this grand final, especially with how aggressive the Monsoons and Landslides get. But that is all we have for tonight. It was an exciting night of matchups in the bracket stage in week 5 of our Valorant Rumble. Congratulations to the Eruptions being the first team to qualify for the grand finals. They took down the Quakes, who Again, a very strong team, but a new roster to make it there. We'll be back next week to see who will join them in the grand finals. We'll start off with Landslides versus Monsoons, and then we'll have our grand final show after that. As a reminder, again, the conclusion of the Week 5 Esports Tower Valorant Rumble next Monday, 6 p.m. Eastern Time, right here on the Boise State Twitch channel. But now we will close out with our top 5 presented by the Idaho Army National Guard, who invites you to take your impressive critical thinking skills into real time for more than 10 jobs, offering a $20,000 bonus and your degree of choice paid for. The Idaho Army National Guard is one of the best teams out there. Reach out on Twitch at iGuard Gaming. And here are your bracket stage Week 5 Esports Tower Rumble Valorant top 5 plays.
It seems like Quakes each round are kind of just losing one by one more than anything else. It seems like, you know, they're kind of getting picked left and right here and there rather than like, you know, they're pushing or something as a team and kind of losing that, which kind of feels bad sometimes.
Hey,
oh my
look at
gosh.
that. That would have been huge.
Oh, wow. If only they actually went for it and they weren't just pushing me right now.
And nobody knows he's there with that Odin. Oh, does get blinded.
They do know that someone is there because of the Sky audible cue.
Oh no! Oh no!
Do they not see? Landslides are, I mean, granted, it's 4v3 right now, but Landslides are losing a lot, like I said, just to over-aggression. Like, it's just like they're kind of just pushing out, and yeah, Ghosts are playing pretty slow, but...
Oh, that's a nice flank from Bofi. Oh, Solix gets one, probably going to get two.
That was a really good shot, the second one.
That was a great job by Solix. And another great flank by Bofi over an elbow.
Good. Oh.
One enemy remaining.
Shoot through. Now 1v2 here for the side of Hurricanes. Gets one.
Sunny Dew needs to get another one on the cruise. Gets it.
I don't think they have... Yeah, they do. I can't die here. Well, I think the thing is the only way it realistically works is if you are you're just like gonna have to out aim them, but like just like almost twice as much. Oh, okay, does see it. Nice. Yep.
One more. This Froyo.
I don't know. You'll probably see them kind of underneath here as he. Yep. Oh, great shot from Froyo though.